Yeah, I'm not going to hit you with the intro, but we are just going to start this. So yeah, I'm not doing the intro. I'm not doing it. Hey, what's up, guys? Take it back. No, that's as close as you're getting. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna handle this. This is the part of the video now, by the way, for those watching right now. I'm gonna handle this the same way I did with Milwaukee, where, yeah, I'm gonna handle it like a stream. It's not like I'm gonna sit here and ignore the chat, but we do have some simming to do before NHL 19 gets here, which again is much sooner than I think some people realize for people in the game-changing program. So yeah, thoughts on the Panarin to Florida rumors? If it happens, then it happens. I don't know if I believe it, though. I gotta bump this down just a little bit. There we go. That's better. That's better. If we can't win with the God Team Milwaukee, how the hell are we gonna score? Right, now here's the thing, right? And I'm glad you mentioned Milwaukee, because this roster is still half decent. I don't care what anybody says. On the offensive side of the puck, we're still half decent, right? I mean, right now we're still dealing with a bit of a morale crisis, but that's because we were a terrible team, with the exception of Casey Middlestat, because he's awesome and won't fucking complain because a bad team was losing. We're looking okay offensively. It's defensively that everyone was worried about, and here's the thing. I went out, made a couple of free agent signings, brought in Ricola. He's only an 80, but the attributes are solid. He's with Risto, and we also signed Daniel Brickley. So I have this team set up again. The defense isn't great, but you cannot tell me that we haven't lost to worse defenses in the playoffs in the past with super teams. You cannot tell me that, and Luukkonen's good to go as our starter, damn it. I have confidence and faith, damn it. That's how. But quite a few guys are down in the AHL that could arguably be at the NHL level, but they're depth forwards. Vesalainen, Olofsson, Nylander, Velarde as well, who spent time on our top line last year. And good old Paul Leach, who I refused to trade. So yeah, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. As long as we get some decent development out of our players in the AHL, and the morale system doesn't continue to completely screw me over, we'll be fine. My biggest concern right now is the morale system. But again, we'll be fine. We have our Super Rookie of the Year. We'll be fine. I have confidence, damn it. I've won with weaker teams than this. Do you remember back to Seattle? I've won with weaker teams than this. Granted, we didn't win anything in Seattle, and now I'm sad. But you get the point. Oh, scouting. Can't wait until I don't have to scout like this anymore. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Morale system not screwing you over. You're so innocent sometimes. We'll be okay. We'll be alright. We're gonna make it. I'm telling you. It's gonna be fine. I'm feeling confident despite the fact we just lost 7-2 and then 5-4. But Tampa's clearly a good team. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna be okay. See? Clearly Tampa was just a good team. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Oh yay, morale meetings. Alright, what are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? Mr. Brickley, my performance is not something I'm proud of. Well, you're not even related to Andy Brickley. So, yeah. Carson, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. Let's keep going. We got this. We got this. I want to make it through, son of a bitch. And there goes the super rookie, Isaac Larson. That's unfortunate. We'll just go replace player. I think it's Lindbergh that I signed who will get into the lineup. How do you plan on stretching your 10 hours till Tuesday? I don't have to worry about 10 hours. Risto is also hurt. That's great. Snipe, what's going on, buddy? Oh, boy. Okay, we do have Budic. The Budic. Eichel's back up to a 90. See? We're fine. People saying, oh, you're going to have a hard time digging yourselves out of the morale crisis. Am I? Am I, oh ye of little faith? Unbelievable that people still don't have faith in me. Just because I didn't win in Montreal, people don't have faith in me anymore. Damn it. What happened? I won in Goon Squad. Where's the, has the goodwill for that run out? We won in Ottawa. We won in the USA series, and people are still like, nope, you done fucked it up. It's awful. We're making it work at 3-7 and 3-8-1. We'll be fine. I swear. I swear we'll be fine. It's because Ristolainen's hurt, and that's the hill I will die on. Oh boy. What do we got? Evan Rodriguez. Lackluster play of the team's been a distraction. Well, Evan, get out there and prove we can do better. And Tage, whatever, just play. Just play. Dan McKenzie, what's going on? What's going on? We don't have faith in you because you traded Durr. Well, Durr deserved to be traded. And for anybody who doesn't watch on Twitch as far as the Lions run, they're going to have no idea what the hell I just talked about. But that's fine. Kofster, we're sitting here finishing up the Buffalo series, man. We got to sim a couple more seasons, a season or two, and that's it. Because again, NHL 19 is much closer, much closer than some people I think seem to realize. So yeah, raw ending was bad. J-Train, I couldn't care less. I have talked about this recently, and I'll talk about it again. I do not watch WWE's weekly shows, and have not for a few years. I will check out pay-per-views if they're worth checking out. That's about it. That's about it. Because otherwise, it's pointless. There's too much good wrestling out there to watch subpar wrestling. Lindbergh, we need to take you out to get our rookie Larson back into the lineup, and the Budik can take a seat for Rasmus Ristolainen. We're looking okay. Sneaky, what's going on, buddy? The host when I'm on hockey for once. The host when I'm on NHL for once. What are the odds? Having to finish up some stuff, send it over to the YouTube side of things because NHL 19's on the horizon. Sneaky, what is going on, buddy? Thank you for the host. I do appreciate it. How did the stream go? And I will say, Owen, what's up, by the way? Yeah, shit. If you guys haven't dropped Sneaky a follow, number one, what's the matter with you? You should, because us franchise streamers have to fucking stand together. Because there's only like 2 of us. So, we gotta do what we gotta do. Now is a Twitch Prime sub free? Yeah. I mean, yeah. As long as you have Twitch Prime. Reinhardt, killing it. Our team, not exactly killing it. But I still have confidence, damn it. I still have confidence. 3 days away from NHL 19 access release. That is true. That is why we're having to finish this up. That is why we're not playing Madden, because... Well, I'll probably get back into playing Madden tomorrow. But, yeah, this I have to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here and get through this. I didn't want to end it on that note. I wanted to hopefully end it with a little bit of success. This roster isn't exactly set up for that at the moment, but we might be able to get there. Slap Boss with the bits. Thank you, buddy. Madden 19 only has enough content to fill the gap between 19 and NHL's release. It kind of... That is kind of the case, unfortunately. Vladimir Sobotka. Yeah, I don't want you back. There's a reason why I traded you. Get out of here. I was gonna say, not that Madden's been the most kind of games to me as of late. I think we all kind of remember for who was here as a ball hit my receiver in the back because, oh, I'm gonna catch the ball, and he turns around and lets it hit him in the back, and I lose the game. I think we all remember that one, and if we don't, good. Because somehow I didn't spike the controller at that moment. I saved that for the Lions run. Sneaky, it sucks. It is kind of true. Every night I like to host someone for franchise, and there's nobody. It's unfortunate. Jesus, Lindbergh was playing defense. That's not good. That's not good. You didn't want to play Madden again? Oh, I do want to play Madden, and tomorrow's stream will probably be Madden and Uncharted, as I continue to try and finish Uncharted. I had so many drops today. Sneaky, you have... I wish you were here last night, buddy. I wish you were here last night, because there were some plays where I think on a worse night for me personally, I probably would have broken a controller. If I wasn't in a good mood to begin with, I think rightfully so. There's a couple of clips from last night's stream. There's one play in particular that I think I lost a good 5 years on my life from the stress of it all. It wasn't fun. Madden's been putting me through the ringer lately. I don't know why. It's like I won with the Lions, and then it's just like, okay, now fuck this guy. It's over with. Ollie, thank you for the follow. I missed episode 10 of the Buffalo series. What happened? We went through an offseason and set up the team. Feel free to watch that on the YouTube side, and then watch this one even though you're here now. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Get me that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Because that's what we're in it for. Nothing but the revenue. Yeah, Sneaky, it's been brutal, dude. It's been so bad. Like, I still enjoy Madden, especially franchise. It's my go-to. And in fairness, I haven't played that much of Hut. That clip is in the chat now. Check that out, buddy, if you can. But it's down by 7:45 to go. Tight end dropped a wide open. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was preseason, or I would have been pissed. That was, I think, the only thing that stopped me from spiking a controller on the play that was just linked in chat, or the clip that was just linked in chat, is that we were pretty much out of it anyway. Like, we weren't going to be a playoff team. So it was alright. Surprised your series survived the Man Trap series. No kidding. There's a couple of things. Lamorse, thank you for the follow as well. There's been a couple of moments where I'm surprised. Like, I haven't spiked a controller. Prior to the Lions, I hadn't spiked a controller in years. I normally do alright in terms of keeping my composure. Not that time. Not that time. But that was a multiple season build-up. On a Galaxy, what's going on? I'll never forgive you for not drafting the Bears wide receiver. Can we just let that go? Did someone clip the spike? Oh yeah, Wabba, it's there. It's in the clips. It's probably the most popular clip in the past 30 days on the channel. So, technically, the controller does still work. That is true. I did replace it, but the controller does still work. Which is a miracle. An absolute miracle. Did it not say somebody was healthy? That's really weird. I could have sworn it said someone was back from injury, but apparently not. Jabu, what's going on? Happy to have you here. Merkley's up to a 78. What a monster. He's getting there, I'm telling you. We might not be successful this season. Next season, though, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. But, yeah, I guess just kind of recap. Madden's been... I won the Super Bowl with the Lions, and then I started up a run with the Chargers, and it has just ruined my life. It's been bad. That's the problem. It put Reinhardt down there. Okay. I now understand what the issue was. There we go. We're back to normal. Well, as normal as we can be. But, yeah. Is this Draft to Glory? It is not. We are just... I love how the A in Broken Thumb is highlighted. He's out until March? How bad is the thumb? Did he lose the thumb? Is this a JPP situation? Doobs with the Prime sub. Supportive emote spam, you know the deal. Auctioned off the Spike controller for the PC fund. I totally should. God damn it, I'm gonna miss what you said, Ninja. I'm gonna miss what you said, aside from getting swept. Okay, so remember when I said that this season wasn't about success, but it was next season? Considering we just lost our goalie for the future, that is absolutely still the case. We're gonna have to rely on Hutton and Van Pottelberg. Joran Van Pottelberg. So, I feel honored that I clipped something that's now a command. As you should. As you should. I guess I'm just gonna keep going here. We might as well. We know we're not gonna be a playoff team. Especially, can I just turn off injuries at this point? The point of the series wasn't to turn off injuries, but good lord. That's pretty much all I've been doing is managing injuries. Bruins on the President Trophy got swept in the first round. I mean, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Is it wrong that all I can think about now is all the crazy, unfortunate plays that have happened to me in Madden over the past few days? Because it's like a goddamn Rolodex in my head. That's all I'm remembering. It's like war flashbacks. That's all I can remember. It's just, oh, there was this play, and this play. There was this fumble. There was this interception where a guy phased through my player to intercept the ball. There have been fumbles. There's been the disappearing offensive lineman on the replay. There's just been so much, and yet I still plan on going back to it tomorrow. So, there's that. What's it at? I find 10's too much and 8 doesn't happen at all. I think the slider's at 9, to be honest. I think it's at a 9, but even then, we're still dealing with a ton of injuries. Phase and speed boost are awful. I agree. I don't know if every single play that I've had an issue with has been clipped, but it's been been rough, man. But I still like it. I still like it. I can't help it. As another injury. Good Lord. We might not get back to 500, but there is a chance we would have finished as a 500 team. What is even happening right now? Holy hell. Can I catch a break? Jesus. Let's get Asplund into the lineup, and we'll put Lindbergh there. Are we good? We're not. We gotta fix the 3-on-3 lines. I don't know who to put there. A team of skeletons, pretty much. I don't know who was in this lineup and who wasn't. So congrats to Grant Mishmash. Shit. Congrats to Grant Mishmash. He gets to play twice over. It's fine. It's fine. D. Herms, what's going on, buddy? How the hell are you? I'm gonna sim to deadline day and see if there's anything we can do. Rochester's killing it, at least. I told you the AHL team was gonna be solid. We're doing alright. Why is this taking forever and a day? That's why. Alright. Let me see, because I don't want the roster management portion of this to slip just because we're streaming this. Let me take a look. View contracts, who we might have trouble re-signing. We should be okay, though. We're going to have plenty of cap space. That's just a guarantee. Let's see. All expiring. Middlestat, Thompson. Okay, so Middlestat's the big one that we got to worry about. We'll be okay. Even though he doesn't want to re-sign, we'll be able to bring him back. This channel's full of memes and failures. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much my unofficial tagline, I'd say. Dunno, what's going on? What's happening? I don't think there's anyone I'd really want to get rid of. The roster's pretty much made up of all prospects anyway, so. NCAA Team Builder doesn't work anymore. No main dynasty. Well, you know. A main dynasty was never going to happen anyway. That was never in the cards. Let's see. I can't really see any move that I'd want to make. Any trade that I'd want to make. I think we're pretty much fine. I think we're fine. I think we're good to go. Henrique, what's going on, buddy? I just pre-ordered NHL. The 129 Ultimate. Jesus Christ. That must be Canadian, right? 129, that has to be Canadian. That has to be. Which, goddamn, doesn't Canada just get screwed over in terms of video game prices? Still say a Flames draft a goalie for 19 is a good idea. You know, I have the series set in stone. I have the series set in stone. I know exactly what we're going to be doing for the start of 19. Might even be a little bit ahead of the game on that front already. So, I'm excited. I'm excited. Henrik, I am doing phenomenally, buddy. I'm going to call you Manifesto. Thank you for the follow. God damn. God damn. Luukkonen is healthy. Thank God. Because Carter Hutton has not been good. Nor has Van Pottelberg. So Luukkonen's back in. What else do we have here? Buddick, the Buddicks, and the Skinner. Jeff Skinner. Jeffrey Skinner. Get back in the lineup even though you're not at 100%. Let's do it. Best price for new games, about 80 bucks. Yeah, I was going to say, I have a buddy of mine up in Winnipeg, and I say it pretty much every time. Like, we play NHL, we play FIFA. He has a hard time affording both because they come out within like a week or two of one another, and that's a tough hit to take on the wallet. But, you know, he does what he's got to do. Just count the days for NHL like everyone else. Pretty much. Pretty much. It's kind of tough to sit here and play NHL 18 at the moment. We'll go with that. It's tough to sit here and play this particular game right now. But we got to at least make a little bit more progress in this run. I am still all stuffy and everything from that one sneeze. You ever sneeze and it just ruins your life in the next half an hour? Sounds like a goddamn Jerry Seinfeld stand-up bit, but, you know. It's the truth. It's the truth. There isn't a clip of me dropping the ball. There probably is a clip of that. It might have disappeared at this point or something, but there's definitely a clip of that. There's no way a clip of you dropping the ball in Super Mega isn't a thing. There's no way. Rochester might hit 50 wins. And people say that we're not looking good for the future. And people said we're not looking good for the future when our AHL teams almost hit 50 wins. Come on now. And had we not lost our starting goaltender, we won 33 games. Alright? I'm just saying. Comment section of the last episode of this, people are like, oh my god, you're gonna win like 5 games. I don't think so. 33. At least. Look at this team. This beautiful team, and people are doubting me. Unbelievable. Oh, ye of little faith. Just because our defense is a little bit weak at the moment, people are like, you're done, it's over. I don't think so. Although Luukkonen was terrible. Never mind. Never mind. That's, you know, I said if Luukkonen was healthy, we might have had a chance. No. As it turns out, he's part of the problem. Definitely not the weak defense in front of him either. He's definitely a part of the problem. Had to fight off that sneeze. Still fighting it off. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Ugh. Baptiste is 100%. Good. Good. Nick Baptiste, you monster. You're an animal. Thank God. Oh, scouting. Scouting. You know, the way of the world. This wonderful scouting system, as we're just going to lose every game down the stretch, but I'm okay with that. Get us a better draft pick. I'm okay with it. 51 wins for Rochester, 33 for the Sabres. It was a good season. And that's why I said we were probably going to sim more than one. Because, you know, yeah. I mean, we only finished 21 points out of a playoff spot, okay? Only 21 points out. I'm just saying, we might have been better than some people expected. Let's take a look here. Where were we? 28th. 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 At least I wasn't Detroit. Alright? As I dropped my controller. Didn't spike it. Dropped it, though. And the earbuds nearly, oh, I mean, it did, like, just flat out rip the earbuds out of my goddamn face. Out of the old skull. Hip. And there we go. We're back to normal. Well, normal's a subjective term, but, you know. Let's take a look, though. A quick recap. As, again, a team with Jack Eichel and Casey Middlestat, we're still going to do well. Look at this. 560 point getters. Larson with 51. Mishmash with 50 on the fourth line. If we... that's all we need. If we just get a defense, we're golden. That's like I said, I was alright with having the defense take a step back and we build it up over time. We're good to go. It's going to be fine. Kill switch, what's going on? I messed around and franchising the same 5 players in every line. Worked too well. Well, there you go. Goaltending was a bit of an issue. We're definitely not going to blame the defense for that. It's all about the goaltending. We'll be fine. Again, oh ye of little faith. We'll be fine. Just give me a little bit more time. As in, let me sim the next season. Well, let me see what this offseason has for us. And we'll take it from there. What do you think about the Panarin rumors? I don't think anything of them because they're rumors and who gives a shit. What do you think of the Carlson confirmed trade to Tampa? Yeah, that worked out, now didn't it? I don't give a damn about trade rumors, signing rumors, nothing until they happen. I could not care less. So, Rochester got eliminated. I completely forgot to follow along with them. That's okay. That's alright. It's the AHL. We're fine. It's the AHL. We're fine. Daw. Hey, we got a sleeping doggo, but you know what they say. Let sleeping doggos lie. That's not good. That's better. What Panarin rumors? A trade to Florida where the return's not that good for Columbus. Those are the rumors. So, you know. Which again, I don't put any stock into it. I don't. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then who cares? It's pretty much what it comes down to. Let's see. To the Liga. To Liga we go. Let's see what we can do. Just waiting to see who wins the cup. It's taking forever. Like, I know I'm scouting every couple of weeks here, but goddamn, is it taking forever just to get to this draft? There we go. Philly wins the cup, so that's how you know it's a video game. That's right. I said it. That's right. I said it. They ended up winning the cup, though. We'll take a look at what happened. Actually, I want to look at the AHL team really quickly, because there's a decent chance of some of these guys ending up on our roster next year. Like Christian Vesalainen, and Victor Olofsson, and Alex Nylander. They killed it. They lost in the playoffs, but they did very, very well, which I'm happy about. Who did Philly end up beating in the cup final? 7 games over St. Louis. Philadelphia and St. Louis in the cup final. Also, nope, went the wrong way. Hey, there we go. We're good. Philly wins President's Trophy. Oh shit, the Blues won the President's Trophy and still lost. McDavid wins the Art Ross. Hart to Stamkos. Norris to Dougie. Kucherov to Lidebang. The Calder to Steve Monador. R.I.P. Carter Hart won the Conn Smythe and the Vezina. Jennings to Fitzpatrick. Selke to Middlestat. Oh, ye of little faith. Rocket Richard to Casey friggin' Middlestat. Alex, I don't know if it is a bad time to join. Is there ever a good time to join? I don't know if there is. I don't know if there is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Alright. Last thing I really want to check here before we get to this draft is the progress reports. What do we have for greens? Rupsof's up to an 84. Mishmash an 80. Vesalainen an 81. Oh boy. Better see some good improve. Oh boy. Okay. Well, Merkley's an 80. Playing like an 81. So that season in the AHL looked good. Losing your favorite team. Losing the cup final in 7 games. Well, at least they made it though. There we go. There's the improvement. Zhukov, O'Byrne up to a 75. 75 for Antropov. That's what I was hoping for. Fenton up to a 74 from a 63. Monster. Morozov, Plekhanov, Lutzer. Massive improvement for Cirelli. I'm telling you, I got a little bit of optimism when it comes to this team, mainly just heading into this next season. Leach improved a bit. It's up to a 64. It's not bad. That's not bad. We're good to move to the draft. I think re-sign phase, I'm going to have no problem keeping this team together. Mainly because I have quite a few guys on, $15 million contracts anyway. We're golden. Except we lost the lottery again and ended up with the 7th pick. So it's 2 years in a row of losing the lottery. Because that's my luck. And this game just doesn't like me that much. Jumbo retires. Zetterberg retires. Rick Nash, Marion Gaborik. Chara, you beautiful man, also retires. What a guy. Trade block. I'm not going to worry about. We don't have to make trades until we get to the preseason. It's going to be a pain in the ass to set this team up in the preseason. I can tell you that much. Now, here's the thing. Anybody that managed to watch the most recent Bills episode, you're going to know that the thought of trading up right now is haunting my dreams. But I am tempted to trade up if it makes sense. God damn it. That's all I've had on my mind all day is, wow, I am the worst general manager in the history of Madden. It's the worst. I don't see who we'd possibly trade. For now, we're good. To be honest, we really don't have anything to trade up with, so I am just going to go ahead and sim to this pick. And we'll hope for the best, as it is not the greatest draft in the world. Alright, well, it actually would have been the right call to not trade up at all. So, trade Eichel for a 7th. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Don't think I'm going to do that. Question is, who the hell am I going to take here? Preferably a defenseman. We have Spencer Lockhart that we know nothing about. Rory Reynolds. Good old double R. We need a defenseman. Mike Hutton. And, thank you for the follow, Mac. And Ruedel. Yeah, we're gonna go for that defenseman. Good old Rory Reynolds. Let's do it. Good old Rory Reynolds, because we need a defenseman. Okay, now see, I knew it was a weaker draft. I didn't think he was going to be that bad. I mean, he's 18. By the time he's 20 years old, he'll be mid to high 70s. But that, yeah, I might end up regretting that pick. I don't know. We'll see. I'm good. Florida, leave me alone. Let's see what I may have missed out on. All right, Ruedel I didn't need. Lockhart I didn't need. Okay, you know what? I actually feel all right about the pick, unless there's gonna be like an elite defenseman. You watch. You watch. This is gonna be one of our final drafts, potentially the final draft I do in NHL 18. I'm waiting to see. Okay, well that was the very next defenseman that was drafted, a Marleau de Toronto. This is one of the worst drafts I've ever seen. Not exact. Oh, fucking damn it! There it is. There it is. I called it. He's not exactly McDonough, but the fact that Tampa gets this guy at 28th, I am not a happy boy. God damn it, Tampa. Why must you do the things that you do, EA? Why? Just let me have fun. God damn it. It had to be Tampa, too. He ends up going to a division rival. From here, who the hell knows? Hugo, French name. Not gonna happen. Nestorov, if there's nobody better, just because you'll have good value. Sami Lakonen. Again, I need defensive prospects. I know my pick wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either, and that's the problem. Because we need that instant help. Unfortunately, this isn't looking like an instant help kind of draft, except for Nicholas Oland, who might be that instant help kind of player. Salo, you know, I'm not going to worry about goaltenders. Oland right now is the top option. And unless I know for sure that someone's a steal and a half, I can't afford to not take Oland. Vivieros isn't terrible. He's not great, though. Carlos. Good old Charlie Carlos. And the Croatian, Adrian Tierney. Yeah, we pretty much have our pick locked in. We do. We do. It's Oland, no doubt. Nicholas Oland. 6'5" as a two-way. Let's do it. Yeah, there we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. So we got two players of a very similar caliber in terms of defensive prospects. Oland's actually better than the guy that we took 7th. Go figure. Because that's how we do things around here. We make things difficult. I don't care to know if anyone else ended up with the steal. I really don't. I don't care to know how I may have screwed it up. We will be fine. Potentially. Oh, God. This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good. Prince. 20-year-old grinder in the 3rd round. That is very promising. Legwan, not so much. Janssen, not so much. Marvin Ma! We could, at the very least, end this series on a bang by drafting Marvin Ma. When in doubt, draft Marvin Ma, perhaps. Cantor, not that great. You know, Marvin Ma would be great. I am going to take Sven Prince, though, because he's going to be pretty damn good, unless I get completely shafted. There we go. Medium top 6. 66 overall. When in doubt, take the grinder in the first 3 rounds. As my great-grandpappy always used to say, take the grinder. In the 4th, you should take a completely unknown player who's 20. Make it interesting. It's pretty much what I do. And if you see a 20-year-old in the draft, you kind of have to select them. So, especially later on. As far as it being a completely unknown at like the bottom of the list, we did that quite a bit in Seattle, and it never worked. Never worked. Good old Stan Flood. So for that reason, Popovich, you're 20, but at high 7th, you're not going to be that much better. Robert Johansson, or Johansson, perhaps. What about Latipov? You're 17. 20-year-olds in the first 4 rounds are usually good. Indeed they are, which is why I take them. Lance Leahy, you're terrible. McKenzie, you're also pretty bad. Mironov, I don't need goaltending, really. Meyer. Kvasha. Also meh. Mahalik. Okay, well, we got our pick here. I'll check 4th to 5th round. Let's double check. We have time on the clock. Versi. No. Sturm? Jurgen Sturm. If it was Jurgen Klopp, I would select him. True leader of men. Cole Rita. Giftopoulos. The Giftopoulos. Not feeling it, though. What about Koivunen? Koivunen. Not quite. Not looking great. I think we have our pick. It's going to be another Swede, because you know me, in drafting Swedes, it always works out, all the time. See? You thought I was being sarcastic. The potential's not great, but the fact that he's a goddamn 76 overall already is crazy. I will take it. We have had ourselves another fairly strong draft here. Whether or not that's going to translate into success before I wave the white flag on this, we shall see. But I will take it. That's good competition where there's there's already a ton of competition for the bottom 6 roles. We're going to end up trading quite a few guys anyway. I actually have another pick here in the 5th to 6th round. That's not helpful. I think I looked through everybody in the 5th round, did I not? I think I did. Let me look at Patolny again. Maybe, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Snack, take it easy, by the way. Oh, Johansson, another, 20-year-old Swedish defenseman. I like it. I need defenseman. Christian Johansson. Please. Please be good. I need you to be good. Please. Bang average. Bang average. Damn, that's okay. Our first meh pick was, what, in the 5th round? So, I'm fine with it. Hello, Doripos. We'll look at him in a second. Boynton. Vikingstad. Vikingstad might work. Doripos. Yeah, I don't believe that you're actually medium elite. I believe that you're medium top 9. I'm not falling for that. Ruslan Ovechkin. Numanen. Ooh, Swede or Finn? I think we might be going Finn because he's a defenseman, and I still need that defensive help. Now, of course, there is Irwin there, but Ola Lind. Orlando Irwin. Orlando Irwin. There's holy hell in terms of 20-year-old players here. Why are there so many? Why are there so many? Len King. Now, I know some people will just be like, take the exact elite, it doesn't matter. No, we're gonna look. Can't fight the system. Thank you for the sub. I was gonna say the follow. It was a sub. You know the deal. Supportive emote spam in the chat, please. And if you're on YouTube, find a way in the comments. Supportive emote spam. Yeah. How many picks do I have in this round? Because, shit, this is not a bad 6th round. How crazy do we want to get? How crazy do we want to get? I only have 1. I need a defenseman. There are some defensemen there that look like they might be half decent. But, yeah, Orlando Irwin. Let's do it up. I knew he was going to be low elite. I knew it. And he's terrible. The good thing is low elites can develop somewhat quickly, but that's brutal, though. I mean, system, even if it is, though, that's okay. It's okay. Low elite Boynton a 72. All right, well, there we go. See, that's why you don't always go for exact elites, especially in the 6th to 7th round. But I got peer pressured by my own Twitch chat, and that's what happens. That's what happens. When's the next FHM coming out? I don't think it's been announced yet. I imagine it would be near October. That's when they normally release it, although, Jesus, if I'm them, I don't know if I want to release anything in October or November with some of the games coming out, so. Let's see. We have a running. Louis also have insane trade value. I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do. And also, we've been running it in a way that we don't just immediately trade complete busts of draft picks, as to not be overly cheap. Kirk Spezza. There's no way you're that good. Hello, Kenny Barahowski. I will take you over Spezza any day of the goddamn week. What about Backus? Kurt Backus. What about Dalton? No. Climby? Absolutely not. Turikov. Playfair. Gary? Gary? You could be the guy. Or Guy Labrie could be the guy. The most French-sounding man in the history of the world. Maybe not the universe. Because we all know the fine people of France come from another fucking dimension. Grenier. Safronov. We got a Yoshi. Curtis Yoshi. Hatcher? Chuck Hatcher. Attorney at law. Bryant Mayer. Absolutely not. Alright, so who do we have pinned here? Who do we have pinned? Barahowski, Playfair, and Labrie. Barahowski. Playfair. Or Guy Labrie. Guy Lafleur. Let's do it. Guy Labrie. Not as good as I was hoping. Top 9. I was hoping for a little bit better. Playfair wasn't that great either. To the end of the draft. Overall, we did pretty damn well. Barahowski was low top 4. We did pretty damn well, especially without having made, any crazy changes or anything like that. We stuck with the team, or, stuck with the picks that we had. We're looking okay. The big thing for us was we knew that season was going to be more about player development, which, a lot of people think, let's be honest, especially in the YouTube comment section, episode 9, people can be like, hey, let's rebuild, and in episode 10, people are like, why the fuck are you rebuilding? You're terrible now. It's like, so, we're doing what we can. We're doing what we can, slow and steady, let's be honest. The foundation in which the Buffalo Sabres are built upon is just, I was going to make a house of cards and a pun there, but let's not. That would have been in bad taste. Goaltenders. Carter Hutton. Let the record show I kept Carter Hutton for his entire contract. Because I'm a man. And I don't back down from a challenge, but for the love of God, get off my team. Jesus. Hobbs, we don't have to sign, and we'll never sign. So we're going to look for a backup goaltender in this next draft. And Van Paldenberg will just be here for one more season as a depth option, probably. Defensively. Oh, boy, this is a tough one. This is a tough one as far as who stays and who goes. Borgen? I kind of want to keep Borgen just to stay loyal, but I gotta be honest, I think I'd rather see what free agency has to offer. Borgen's gone. Bryson Martin's gone. Pyonk's gone. Budik is gone. He's pretty much hit his ceiling. Ricola's gone. We only signed him for the year. Daniel Brickley's gone. We only signed him for the year. Do we have anybody that we have to sign? Not Bodie Wild. Everett. You can go to the free agent list. That's fine. I think we're good. Steos. You can just get cut. That's fine. You're not that good anyway. Holy shit. Why are there so many players? All expiring? Quokinen needs a deal. We'll bring him in at the very least. And Hartley can go. So, we are going to have a ton of roster spots and a ton of cash. Garber, I am doing well. How the hell are you? Evan Rott. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry with you just being a fucking 86 overall out of nowhere. Just to screw me out of more money, clearly. Evan. Jesus. Karabasic's half decent. Baptiste might go. Oh, God. Well, this decision-making process just got worse. Let me take a look at defensemen again. Unsigned. Yeah, so see, we have 20-year-olds here. Jesus. Okay. O'Byrne needs to be signed at the very least. Koltsov needs to be signed for his potential. Oland, who we just drafted, needs to be signed. Hudobin doesn't matter. Holden doesn't matter. None of those guys, it matters. Reynolds is too young. Okay, we're fine there. When his value is high, trade him for an 86, right? Right. Thinking of playing the Battlefield 5 beta at all? I am. Unfortunately, again, I had to stream this. That actually, I might do that instead of Madden, because that's out, isn't it? Foxu with the 2 months. Supportive emote spam, damn it. Nothing but emote spam. Foxu, you're the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you more than anybody else who subbed tonight. Because it's a 2-month resub. And you can buy my love. Unfortunately, all the money in the world can't get me to fucking use a straw properly. That's better. That's better. For once, the angle alert didn't lag. That's because we're not running Spotify in the background. Of course, I'm still listening to it through the Xbox app, but still. Alright, let's see what we have here. As far as re-signing anybody, I genuinely don't know. Plekhanov needs to be signed. He needs AHL time. Voloshenko sucks. Prince needs to be signed. Connor McDaddy, you are my favorite person to sub tonight. See, the 3-month. You can buy my approval. Keep the emote spam going, damn it. Keep it going. Connor, you get the ever-elusive doggo cam. As she's passed out. I think she's fine, don't worry. She's just sleeping, probably. BF5 beta's out. I believe the open beta comes out today, technically the 3rd or the 4th. It's gonna be out. Google it. I don't know, but yeah, I plan on playing it because Battlefield's my shooter of choice. Prince needs to be signed. Let's check left wingers. Oh boy, yeah. Kevin Roy is actually a guy that we signed to take up a shitload of money, so he can go. Antropov absolutely needs to be signed. Just started downloading it. Yeah, I will check it out and I'll be playing. Alright, so tomorrow will be Battlefield and Uncharted instead of Madden and Uncharted. There you go. 100% I'll be playing some Battlefield tomorrow then. I'll probably play... Actually, I can't even play any tonight. I got stuff to do. Any interest in Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Yes, but I haven't played through the second game in the series. Ivory, take it easy. I haven't played through the second game in the series. I played the first Tomb Raider, but I haven't played the second one yet, so I'm going to be too far behind, and I wouldn't be able to play it on stream anyway. I'm just too far behind. So, let's see. Jimmy Lodge we signed just to take up some money. He can go. Let's see. Johansson, who we just drafted, or Johansson. Goldowski, you're terrible. You can go. Let's see. From there, Alexandrov at medium 9. You can go. And we'll see what this ends up being. I'm telling you, I'm feeling good about this team. I'm feeling good. As long as we're selective with this money in the upcoming free agency period, the team chemistry is a little bit higher. We're doing alright. Middlestat rejected, but that's fine. Kwokinen, Byrne, Koltsov. Everybody else should accept no problem. And indeed... they do. Sweet. So, let's figure this out. Unfortunately, I start class again tomorrow. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Which is why I'm surprised we have the viewership that we do right now, because I'm like, shit. Gonna be a lot of West Coast representatives at this point. Middlestat, you need to sign. Let's go, let's go 7x3. 7x3 for you. Olafsson, I don't know if I can bring you back, and there's no way you'd get a qualifying offer. Lutzer. Could be signed. Not necessary, though. Sophilis is never going to be signed. Irwin, probably not. I can't afford to sign Lutzer. I can't afford to sign Lutzer. Left wings, Osplin, Smith, Bailey, no guarantees. Sorelli's not going to be signed. Labrie is not going to be signed. Right wings. Fenton's not going to be signed yet. Voloshenko can go. And defensively, I think we're fine. Fine as in we don't have to worry about anybody else here, but we're obviously going to look to bring in people. Hadobin's not going to be signed. None of those guys are going to be signed. Reynolds doesn't have to be signed yet, so we're good. We're good. The military made me develop the ability to thrive on 30 minutes of sleep. Better you than me. Better you than me. I only have the ability to fall asleep when I am fucking exhausted, and then I'll sleep for like 10 hours. It's the worst. It's a curse, I swear. All expiring. Chase, thank you for the follow. Right. Who the hell do we keep? Who the hell goes? I feel like Bailey and Baptiste have to go at this point. I feel like they have to. Kinda sucks. I mean, Rodriguez has to come back. We can't afford to... Jesus, the money. Have I ever played any of the Lego games? Yes, but like not in full and not for a long time. Rodriguez is worth it, though, because he's done so well for us. Would he accept 625? I have the money to spend. Thompson, I can't afford to lose. I can't afford to lose Osplund. Anybody else, though, could be let go. It could be. If we were to let go of them, right? Let's just say we go over to forwards right now. Yeah, we're still going to have plenty of people. Oh, my God. It's just... So, basically, we're not going to be able to trade away as many people as I wanted. But still, we're okay for the most part. So, Thompson, Osplund can stay. But Olofsson downward, I think I might just be letting everybody go. I mean, Olofsson tore up the AHL. Problem is, though, I mean, the skating's great. You know, offensively, I'm sure he could do some business for us, but he's already hit his ceiling. He's not going to get that much better. So I think we're going to ditch him. I'm not going to qualify him because no one's going to sign him. CJ Smith as well. For the moment, we're going to let go of him. Again, the type of player that might be able to do something for us. Just all of these guys we're going to let go of. They're the type of players that, you know, can do the job for us, but we have so many goddamn players. No guarantees I don't bring any of them back. Tage Thompson's looking for way too much. Can I get you down to like 375? And Erasmus, that is a fair deal, sir. But how about 125? 125. 125. I need to double check too. Ginger, thank you for the follow. I need to double check who's on the free agent list, and of course I want roster spots to be able to sign people potentially. Rodriguez rejected, Thompson accepted, Middlestat rejected, Asplund accepted. So right now it's the big two that we're having difficulty re-signing, which isn't that big of an issue. We're pretty much, I mean, we got $37 million in cap space. I think we're going to be able to pull this off, even if I have to overspend for Middlestat a bit. Let's go 725 over 3. Did that go through? Offer contract. I think, okay, I think I hit the wrong button. That was really weird. Why is Casey in the AHL? What do you mean? Oh, just because he's not signed and it's weird. Probably because he's 22. He wasn't actually played in the AHL, though. And Rodriguez. So see, Rodriguez is listed there, too. God, I'm going to have to overspend to keep you. Or not. What if I go 1 year at 6.2? Just for the love of God, sign so I can flip him. Because, I mean, he's worth it in a way, but that's an extreme example of the morale system just costing me money. But we should be fine. Jeez, come on, fellas, you're screwing me here. Holy hell. What is even happening? Well, it's because the team's on bad morale. You should know this. I do, but I'm offering fair contracts given the circumstances, and they're still rejecting. But we can overspend to keep them. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. Although, obviously, signing Rodriguez to a contract like that isn't great, but we'll do what we have to do to keep the top members of this team together for the moment. My goal is to make the playoffs. Okay. They are, they're gonna really screw me up here. This is bad. Casey, 1 year. 1 year at $8 million. And Rodriguez, let's go 1 year at 6.8. You are so not worth that. I just don't want to lose him for nothing. Jesus. I have one other attempt after this one. Alright. It's down to the wire. This is not good. Let's go 1 year, $10 million for Casey Middlestat. And I might just let Rodriguez go. Because I can't guarantee what his trade value is going to be. 1 year at $10 million for Middlestat. Just to make sure. And then Rodriguez... What did I offer you before? Just shy of 7? 7.8. If you reject that, kick rocks. Oh, the morale system is such a hot... yeah, Garber, it's not... It's something. But okay, Rodriguez is go... You rejected a $10 million offer for 1 year. Alright, well, we might lose Casey Middlestat. He's going to the free agent market. $10 million over 1 year, and he rejected. What's he asking for in free agency? 6.7. Why'd we do morale in the first place? Because by popular demand. That said, if we lose those two, it's obviously detrimental, but it's not the end of the world. It's not necessarily the end of the world. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I mean, that's our top 12 right there. That's not a bad team, even then. So I think I'm still going to focus on looking to bring in some free agent defensemen. We tried to get some of our defensemen to develop over the last season. That didn't quite happen. But we should be okay. Hopefully. So I do need a goaltender. Shistyorkin and Ingram. I'm only interested in UFAs. So I could sign Shistyorkin. I'm not going to do that. I guess having Van Pottelberg's not going to be the worst way to go. So we have Talbot, we have Halak. I think we're good with Van Pottelberg. He's not the best backup goaltender, but I can't imagine who I'd sign here that'd be that much better. I'd rather spend the money elsewhere. Prospect-wise, there's really nobody anyway. So we'll just sign some random dude. I do need another goaltender, though. How did Talbot do? How did Talbot do? 938 and 11 appearances, huh? I think we're okay. I think I might try to see if Van Pottelberg develops. Well, I'll have to sign some other goaltender as a fifth one. Defensively, the Dougie Hamilton's available, as is Dante Fabro. I like the idea of signing both of them. We missed out on some top free agents last year. Hamilton wants 6 years. That's fine by me. Because that's not an extremely terrible deal. I'm going to go 7x6 for Hamilton. Because we still have $37 million in cap space. I'm definitely going to go in for Fabro here. Let's go 4-5x4 for him. So that would be Risto, Merkley, Hamilton, Fabro, and then we'll see who else is there for a potential third pairing guy. Prospect-wise, Fabro's the top one. So, like, Silfverberg's not terrible, but I have plenty of other guys, so... let's see. Forward-wise, prospect-wise, Ren's out of the draft. I'll throw my name in the hat for him. I actually need to check the amount of contract spots that we have. I need to check the amount of contract spots. Oh, we're golden. We're golden. We're golden. So, nope. Okay, thank you, menu lag. I hit down, but sure. Thank you. It's fine. No, I love menu lag. It's my favorite thing. Sure, you could hear me spamming the controller there ever so slightly. It still wouldn't fucking work. So, yeah, let's send in an offer for Rents. All we can do is send the max offer and hope for the best. Forward-wise, Rodriguez is asking for 6.3. The fact that I offered him 8 and he didn't accept is pretty frustrating. Who's interested? Ottawa, New Jersey. Well. Left wings. Tolvanen, of course, is there. Greenway has actually developed quite well. Dominic Simon as well. Who do we have for actual prospects? Hello, Maltby. Send him an offer and hope for the best. Greenway I'm not too concerned about. And at center, nobody prospect-wise. Which means, obviously we're going to send an offer for Mittelstadt. I think really what we end up doing here, because this was what? That was 7, 4.5. We just send offers for Mittelstadt, Tolvanen, and Rodriguez, and we see who accepts. I'm not going to give up on bringing back Casey Mittelstadt just yet. He's asking for 3 years, when for me he was asking for 2, and I gave him 3. Let's go up to 7.5 for Mittelstadt, see if he accepts that. Tolvanen, not as expensive. Let's go 3 years at 6.25 for him. Now, I did say I wasn't going to go crazy in terms of signing free agents, but that said, we have the money to do so, and it's not like I'm getting rid of necessarily anybody. I mean, I let go of players to fill up the spots. It's not like I sat here and traded away half my team to fill this roster. I still might end up making trades, but for people who are like, oh, this isn't realistic. Is it, though? $38 million to splash the cash? I mean, if I could send just Mittelstadt an offer and then wait to see what happens with Tolvanen, sure, but I can't do that. If the game was a little bit different, had like live bidding. And we'll go up to 6.5 for Rodriguez, because I'm not willing to really offer him much more than that under these circumstances. So, as far as the offers that we've sent out, Hamilton, Mittelstadt, Tolvanen, Rodriguez, Fabra, Maltby, and Rents. It's not that bad. We'll see who we end up getting, if anybody. If we end up losing Casey Mittelstadt for nothing, that's a bit tragic. Especially when I praised him. But, you know, considering I sent him a $10 million offer for 1 year and he still rejected it. Maltby signed. Rent signed. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Come on. Fabro signed. He was the only one. Shit. Now it'll be the moment of truth. But we got Dante Fabro, so I'm good with that. Oh god, my sinuses. Oh god, I'm gonna go blow my nose really quickly. That's right, YouTube. You get to wait too, just like everybody on Twitch. How does it feel? Did you enjoy the sound of silence? Good. You better have. You better have enjoyed the sound of silence. It's what you deserve. And what I deserve is to sign Casey Mittelstadt. Rodriguez rejected. Mittelstadt's back. I am no longer the worst GM. So Evan Rodriguez left, but I got Casey Mittelstadt back. Dougie Hamilton did not sign. Tolvanen signed. Holy shit. Well, fuck Evan Rodriguez. I got Tolvanen and Mittelstadt. I will take it. I will take it. So we did not get Dougie Hamilton, but we did get Dante Fabro. I got Tolvanen rather than Rodriguez. I upgraded and still have $21 million to spend. Fucking sweet. That worked out fairly well. It would have been better to bring back Rodriguez, but hey, he didn't want to sign. And then Hamilton went to Vegas because he sucks. That's right, I said it. So forward-wise, yeah, looking pretty good. We actually don't need any other forwards. We're good, because we might still have development among these players. Defensively, though, is where it's of a concern. I need at least one more for sure top 4 guy, and it's probably going to be Brodin. We'll see what happens with Fitzgerald. and anybody else. So yeah, let's go after Brodin here. Would I be willing to look at the Legends in 19? Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. I wasn't at first, but I am gonna have some of those stereotypical videos up more than likely, just being like, hey, here's the Legends and stuff like that. So I am gonna do that, actually. So, Brodin is the best defenseman available, correct? He is. Larson's not a bad substitute. Sign Brodin and Larson? And have Merkley on the third pairing. Because right now we have Risto, Fabro, Merkley. Brodin, yeah, you know what? Let's talk. Let's talk. Please tell me we can use alumni outside of Hut. Seattle. Alright, we're going to have to overspend a bit here, but let's go for it. Adam Larson. Same thing. Let's overspend a little bit, but hope we get him. We'll see if we can get those two. And then goaltender-wise, again, I'm still not concerned. I'm not going to sign Shesterkin. That's not going to happen. I used him in Ottawa. I don't want to use him here. Come on. Shit. Well, that was an instant rejection. Alright. Hey, you know what? Oh, you're blaming the game. Do you not think it's a little bit ridiculous that for a team that just brought in Casey Middlestat and Ellie Tolvanen that they're just like, nah, I don't think you're going to win anytime soon? Really? Really? That's okay. I'm still going to go in for Brodin again. Because the other teams interested in him walked away. So, yeah, we'll see if you change your mind now that nobody else is interested in you. Murray, Scandella. I'll hold off. I'll hold off. I might have to bring in a couple of randos, but I think I'm going to hold off for now on signing anybody else. Meanwhile, Buffalo signs the top 3 free agents. Well, you know, some of the top free agents did in fact sign here, but it's fine. We will hit sim the next season. Overall, I'm very happy with how it's going. Oh! Well, look who came crawling back! I wonder what changed. No soup for you. No dessert for a month. Nothing. You don't get to go spend the night at a friend's house. Nothing. You go to school, you come home, you go to your room until I call you for dinner, young man. That's what happens. That's what happens. Learn a lesson. Be responsible. Jesus. Fucking Swedes. Some people aren't going to get that reference and think I actually have a problem with Swedes, but I don't. It's fine, though. Oh, damn. Alright, well, we ended up getting Brodin at least. Adam Larson didn't sign, which is fine, because Adam Larson's cursed. So, I wish I could have gotten Brodin on a cheaper deal now, actually. Your answer confused me. Knucklehead, my answer is Seattle. That is my answer. Look up Bill Belichick, Seattle, and you'll understand. Alright, I'm feeling good about this, though. I'm feeling good about this. Like I said, I was looking at last year. I was looking at the last season as more of a build-up. I'm feeling good about this. I knew we were going to have money. We needed to see which one of our defensive prospects were actually going to develop. And really, Tolvanen, I mean, I only signed Tolvanen, really, because fucking Rodriguez left. So, Van Pottelberg's is 79. 78 to 77, not bad. I'm going to run with Van Pottelberg as our backup, but we need to sign a 5th goaltender in case of injury. So let's see who we can get here, if anybody. Tanner Pearson, Sam Morin still there. I just need to sign some random goaltender. It doesn't matter who. A low-rated fringe goalie would be fine. So like Boynton here would be perfect. Or Kevin Mandalise, because you're real. That'd be an entry-level deal, though. Let's just go by overall, because I don't want to sign anybody to an ELC. So let's look for like a 75. Hari Satari, Jared Coro, Jack Campbell, Casey DeSmith. He got in trouble when he was in college. Al Montoya, Zane, Gothberg, and McIntyre. Let's go. Get the Mac. Sign him up. Sign him up. From there, no. Oh, morale. Menu lag. You're so bad. You're so bad. There we go. I don't see menu lag. Do you not see how it just jumped from the first option to the third option and never showed it going over the second option? That's menu lag. Carlos, what's going on? Defensively. That's not great. It's not bad either. I think Fitzgerald, in a way, would be good enough to play at the NHL level. He's pretty well-rounded. Goulet, obviously not. So I just need to really sign one guy, and Merkley actually ended up going to an 83. Had we gotten Adam Larson, we would have been way ahead. Or Adam Larson, Dougie Hamilton. We would have been way ahead of the game. I need to look to bring in one defenseman at least. So it would have been nice for it to be Hamilton or Larson. That didn't happen, but we're still in a pretty good spot. Let me go to defense here. So Sam Morin as an RFA. He's 26, so he's not going to get any better. 40-year-old Ron Hainsey. Cernak as an RFA. What would it cost to get Sam Morin? How much cap space does Philly have? I'm not against stealing Sam Morin for a low-end draft pick. Not against it whatsoever. Philly. You have 1.9. 1.9. We should be fine. We should be fine. So Morin. Let's go 1 year at like 2.5. Just to save a little bit of money. And we'll be fine. Second round pick. Is a second round pick worth it? That I don't know. I didn't think that would be a second round pick. I thought it was going to be a third. The best non-RFA. There's a ton of them. Hainsey, Littinen, Harper. Jesus, there's so many 80 overall players. I don't know if that second round is worth it. Sean Walker, holy shit. You seen how well-rounded this guy is? I don't think we need him. Sean Walker might be well-rounded enough. Edmondson, Sealer. I'm not even going to keep looking. Sean Walker. Welcome to Buffalo, because holy shit, I'll even pay you in the max two-way. Well, that solved that problem. And I'll keep my second-round pick for next year. Because again, outside of Milwaukee, I don't like being like, oh, well, here, it's our final season, let's just go for it. The only reason we did that, of course, is because we just got stomped by Dallas. And it's like, yeah, screw it, let's go for it, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Let's be dumb and trade for McDavid. Because if I didn't do that, I was going to, you know, just not sim another season. McIntyre accepts, so we have our 5th goaltender. And Walker accepted. Beautiful. We're looking good. We're looking good. Bring the man traps to the NHL and make Elon our goalie. I'll make him the ref that drops the puck at the start of the game. Familiar territory. So Goulet will send down. We'll bump up Walker. As you can see, we have quite a few defensemen. To be honest, I don't think Goulet is going to get any better. He is probably going to be my depth option on defense. We'll probably keep him there. And then forward-wise, that's our top 12 right there. So Masherin and Stenlund, we can send them down for the moment. So we have a depth option in Nylander. So on paper, I'd send him down. That's our top 12. That is not too shabby. Down in the AHL, the only guy that you'd really want at the higher level is Nylander, which, you know, he is actually pretty well-rounded. He shouldn't be a depth option. He's good enough to be an NHLer. The question is, though, is there anybody that I'd want to send down instead? I mean, Mishmash fucking killed it, so he's not going anywhere. Osplin's not going anywhere. Larson's definitely not. Tage Thompson's well-rounded. Vesalainen's well-rounded. Rubtsov as well. I don't see anybody that we get rid of. So, I mean, really, you can blame the Tolvanen/Rodriguez signing. It would have been one of the two regardless. For me not using Nylander at the NHL level. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I think for the most part... I mean, we could have him as a depth option, and with how many goddamn injuries we pick up every fucking season, he'll get to play quite a bit, actually. I think that's probably what we'll do, is just have him as the depth option, which isn't too bad. So if we look at this team... I'm telling you, I knew we weren't going to be in that bad of a spot moving forward. I'm telling you, I knew we weren't going to be that bad. If we take out Nylander, because who does it have it instead? It has him for Velarde. Obviously, Velarde's going to play. Look at this fucking team, man. Defensively, so again, the one downside is no Dougie Hamilton. That would have been extremely helpful. And the one downside is we only have one left-handed defenseman. I'd rather play Fabro with Risto. Do I want to break up Merkley and Brodin? I kind of do. Just to have a little bit of extra depth amongst the defense and not have that third pairing be incredibly weak. Let's have Risto on that side. Let's have Walker there to start. And then Casey Fitzgerald there. Looking good. I mean, yeah, the additions of Fabro and Brodin helped, but we absolutely needed to find out last season who was going to develop as a defenseman, and of course that one season down in the AHL was phenomenal for Merkley. He went up by 5 points over one season. That's what we needed to do. So we'll have Goulet and Nylander as the guys ready to jump into the lineup. And as far as, I mean, the top 6 is pretty much set. It's just whether or not we play Vesalainen there or not. Velarde's technically a point better. It's going to come down to whoever has the better offensive awareness. It's a 90 for Velarde, so Velarde wins. From here, only one righty, so it doesn't really matter. Who's the best center? 84 and a 79, so that's sorted. Oh boy, that's tough though. I don't think we want Larson on the fourth line. We probably don't want Asplund there either. So Vesalainen, because of his overall, Larson, we need a center. It's probably going to be Rubtsov. So Thompson, Mishmash, and Asplund as the fourth line. That's ridiculous. There might be a chance of one of them getting upset about being there, but... And the third liners, as long as they have special teams time, we should be fine. This offensive setup is ridiculous. And the fact that I could drop... Let's see. Oh, we got puppy snoozes. We got puppy snoozes. I don't know if you can hear that. We got puppy dreams. We got puppy dreams. Oh. I feel so bad. What is she dreaming of? Is she chasing a car? I hope not, because that means I'm running down the road trying to get her. What is she dreaming of? How dare you put a top 10 prospect, Christian Vesalainen, not in the top 6? Oh, just you wait until you see Christian Vesalainen in NHL 19. Seattle. Oh, boy. I think if we run the team this way, we're golden. This top line, Tolvanen, again, it would have been Rodriguez if it wasn't Tolvanen. If Rodriguez signed, whatever. I didn't even want Tolvanen. Tolvanen, Middlestad, Eichel. Second line of Skinner, Velarde, Reinhart. God damn. Defensively, not as strong. Not necessarily terrible thanks to the addition of Fabro and Brodin. And the goaltending, we just have to hope that Luukkonen has a better season. He's technically a backup. We'll see if he can develop this season. And then down in the AHL, we have Zhukov and Ovechkin, which is perfect. Auto rotates on, so Ovi should get plenty of playing time. Defensively, so medium 6, Loxton, and you might be out for the sake of development. Yeah, Olin's at 4. So we'll play Oland in a better role. And then Wild and Ginning. Wild would be the next one out if there's someone of a higher potential. And there's Quokkanen. So, we have Loxton and Bodie Wild as our depth options in the AHL, which is nuts. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. We are good. So defensively, again, you look at this team. Guys like Koltzoff and O'Byrne might be ready for next year. By the time we leave this team, it's going to be undeniable that it's in a better spot than where we picked it up, and that's the point of every franchise, really. A queen, Maltby. We'll get into the lineup there. Tyler Randall will be out for Rennes. Dalton Smith will be out for Leach. And with that, we have everybody in the lineup that we want. I might want to sign 2 really good AHL guys, just as depth options. Let me double check how many. I thought it froze for a second, and I would have lost my mind. One more draft, or is this the last season? I don't know yet. We're just kind of playing it as it goes. We'll see. Might be one more, might be 2 at the most. Let me double check the amount of roster spots. Recrap, no worries, buddy. I don't know why Pyro bopped you. He did. I just kind of stuck with it because I completely missed what happened. Let's see. So, free agents. Let's bring in 2 veterans. Let's bring in 2 veterans. Let's see. We're going to want depth options. So we could bring back CJ Smith. And Tyler Ennis is a 4th line guy. We could bring back Olofsson as well and have him play in the AHL. That's exactly what I'm going to do, actually, because of the relationships that they have with people on the team. Let's bring back Olofsson, and let's bring back CJ Smith. And we'll get a morale boost for bringing in old players. That's actually perfect. Year 4 on my CBJ run, Bob won the Conn Smythe with a 968. That is ridiculous. A 968. Needless to say, he'd be a Channel Hall of Famer. I think you can confirm that. He would be a Channel Hall of Famer. Let's go ahead and stop that. Let me set up the team game, if you would. Let's do this. Let's see what we got. So again, forward-wise, we now have Olofsson and Smith in case of injury. AHL-wise, so we're good. We just got to sort this out. So medium 9, you get dropped. Hurley's actually not even that good. Hurley can be a depth option. Let's play CJ Smith instead. We'll bump him down. We have medium 9 and Masherin. Actually, you know what? Instead of by potential, can you look at my previous question? Can you repost your previous question? And if it's anything about NHL 19, my answer is Seattle. That's it. Seattle. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go by overall, actually. Let's do it that way. So you guys go up to the top line, although... tough to say. Better offensive awareness there. Let's put... Which is the best? 2, 6, and 1. 2, 8, 4, 3 shutouts. Jesus Christ. So many numbers. The second one. Let's see. Let's put you there. You go there. 73. And then we'll have the trio of 68s. Let's do it that way. Best center is Maltby. We'll have Plekhanov at center. Let's see, 74. Johansson's technically better, and Masherin at center. Rochester should still be good to go. Rochester should still be good to go. They're not going to be the dominant team that won 50 games last year, although they might be if their goaltending steps up. That is not bad. The one downside, of course, is like the power play lines are going to be a little bit fucked. But that should be fine. That's the one downside, is I'm not going to sit here and change up the player types. Just because that's so goddamn time consuming. Yeah, we should be fine. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to take the time to sort this out. Loka, take it easy. I think if I just change Eichel and Larson to right wings, it'll be fine. Can the Americans and Sabres win the Cup this year? Yeah, stay tuned. Spoiler alert. Probably not. If we make the playoffs, I'm content with that. Regardless, I'm content with how we've set up this team. I think it's undeniable that we're in a better spot. We managed to get decent return for the most part for the shit contracts we had to get rid of. You factor in how much salary cap space this team has, the way this team is looking, the prospect pool in general. I'm happy with how this team looks right now. Again, it would have been nice to have ended up, I swallow cum, IX. Thank you for the follow. What, do you think I was afraid to say it? I will say any username pretty much, because fuck it. Who cares? I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to say that. Now it's going to be in the bottom right-hand corner for the remainder of this video. It's going to be great. Congrats, you made the YouTubes. You're a Bruins fan or a Sabres fan? Canucks. Let me see here. Let's go best lines. Tolvanen, Middlestad, Eichel, Skinner, Velarde, Reinhart, Vesalainen, Rubtsov, Thompson. Only thing is changing those two. Otherwise, this team is beautiful. This team is beautiful. I love it. There we go. There we go. We're looking good. We're looking good. Tell me, what's the power play look like now? Only difference is now Velarde's on the power play instead of Mishmash, which I'm okay with. Although you could argue... Actually, I might have to change this up a little bit. I might have to. Does Thompson and Mishmash, do they have penalty kill time? They do. Perfect. So they're not going to complain for the most part. Osplin, though, might complain. He's the only one I'm really worried about. He's the only one I'm worried about morale-wise. Could put him on the penalty kill. Will put him on the penalty kill. Let's take Velarde out. Let's take Velarde out. Put Osplund in on the penalty kill. Power play-wise, I want Brodin and Walker off of this team. Indeed, we just signed Tolvanen in the most recent offseason. So it's Eichel and Reinhart. That's the top six sorted. So third line, Larson and Vesalainen. I want them on the power play. So let's go with Larson. Take out Walker, even though he looks half decent. And we will go for Vesalainen. So we are good to go. I'm going to put Vesalainen on the top unit. That power play is disgusting. I'm telling you, that power play is disgusting. I am so happy that we took last season to take that step back and develop certain players because it paid off in spades. You look at Velarde now at an 85, Vesalainen at an 84, where Rubtsov is defensively, mainly Ryan Merkley getting that improvements. It made sense to take that step back for last year to develop certain players on this team. Unfortunately, the majority of the defense didn't develop, but it still worked out pretty damn well for us. Reinhart was a little bit bumped up during the preseason. That's okay. The other side of his Bruin stuff is Hab stuff. That's true. That is true. It's like my secret bat cave that turns into all Hab stuff. It's great. Give me 1 minute here. Give me uno momento. Oop. Had to reply on the Twitters. Dunno outed me as a Habs fan. I mean, I am a vocal, loud, and proud Habs fan. What are you talking about? I've never denied being a Habs fan. How dare you? How dare you? Alright, we are ready for this next season. I am especially ready for this next season because this could be ridiculous for us. You know, I'm not going to mess with captaincy either, because it's crazy. Does Tookie rip his shirt off to reveal an Alouettes Grey Cup shirt underneath? No! But, I am sweating to death in this shirt, because it's so goddamn hot in here. Despite having the Arctic air. I'm afraid to turn it up any louder, because it might be too loud. So, I don't know. Kind of sweating to death here. Like, how noticeable is it? If I turn... Oh, that's going to be noticeable for sure. There's no way you're not going to hear that. So I gotta keep it down on 1, and it works. Somewhat. I mean, it looks like a little TV monitor over here. Shout out to the Arctic air. Is it worth the money? Kind of. For what I do? Not really, because it's still too damn loud. That said, let's fucking do this. Let's go. Let's go. Don't hear it at all. Well, yeah, right now you don't, because it's on the 1 setting. But if I put this thing up to 3, you're gonna hear it. I guarantee it. God, that feels so much better. You can't tell me that you can't hear that right now. You cannot tell me that on the highest setting that you don't hear the old Arctic air. Don't try to lie to me. You definitely hear it. Down on level 2 you might not though. Hopefully. I still feel like that's loud as shit. Putting it back on level 1, damn it. Putting it back on 1. You know who's not sweating to death, mainly because she can't. Look at you. It's not super loud, though. I mean, still, though, it bothers me. I don't know. Audio quality. Blame Deej. Blame Deej. People would just get used to it. Maybe. I don't know. I can hear it, but it's not so loud. Right now, it's on 1. That's the difference. Right now, it's on 1. I could probably bump it up to 2, but I feel like, again, it's going to be too damn loud consistently. President's Trophy season here. Who knows? We start off getting a pity point, though. That's what I like to see. Good year for rookies. Good to know. We might not even have to worry about it. We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to do it. Okay, 7-4 loss kind of ruined it. But we're looking okay. We're looking okay. Is my master plan coming together? Vesalainen's 100%. Didn't even know he was hurt. Is the master plan coming together? Am I going to sit here and prove all of you fuckers wrong who are like, your defense is terrible, what are you doing with the team? I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. Please don't start losing games. I will take a 6-4-1 start to the season, though. By far. By far. We took the step back to develop certain players. We might not be fucking President's Trophy winners here, but we're on the right track. Aside from the fact that, you know, we didn't get exactly who we wanted in free agency, but it worked. We took the morale hit for the sake of developing players. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. Everything's fine. The Sabres are fine. I'm fine. Bullet Club's fine. Everything's fine. Emmy Pop, you're fine. Oh, biggest rival. Biggest revival of all time, going from bottom 4 to Stanley Cup in 1 season. It could happen. And if it does, then I demand that I am voted into my own Hall of Fame as the general manager. I think I'm already in my own Hall of Fame by default, maybe. And Ryan Merkley has a concussion. Alright, Brandon Goulet, welcome to the 3rd pairing. Please don't fuck it up. Okay, we lost both games to Buffalo. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. We beat the Devils. Beat the Devils. We beat that damn dirty bastard Devil. I can replace Jack Edwards. Bullshit, that's my job. It's gonna happen, Jack. I love you, but I'm coming for your job. Come on. Just keep winning more than you lose. That's the plan. The master plan. Come on. Come on. Buffalo, yeah, we lost to the Blues. Buffalo, Blues, whatever. Jesus, God forbid I misspeak. We're 14-7-1, damn it, because I'm a genius when it comes to building teams, and people doubted me. People doubted me. In my own comment section on YouTube, People doubted me. 3rd place in the division as of December 1st, 2021. I thank you very much. Ridiculous. 72% locker room chemistry. Oh, Doogie's fucked with morale's on. He doesn't know how to manage it. Oh, really? You forgetting who you're watching? You might be. Don't you forget. Do not forget who you are watching. A psychopath whose dog stares at him when he does this. Don't you forget. Don't you forget it. You should email Edmonton, ask if you can have Chia's job. I shouldn't email them. They should email me. They should email me. Damn it. They should. I'm sorry. There is no way I could do worse than Peter Chiarelli in Edmonton. There's no way. There's no way. That's right. I said it. 2 picks for Nate Schmidt. I'm going to decline because, you know, failed tests and all. I feel bad for him, though. I don't believe he actually meant to cheat. I equate it to, what was it, Nicholas Backstrom? When he had to sit out of the game because he took, like, fucking, you know, like, took something for a cold. It's ridiculous. Arnold Palmer. The drink of champions, like me, once this team wins. Ryan Merkley's back to 100%. Good, we survived that issue. Look at this team. Oh, it's gorgeous. And Goulet was pretty shit. Oh boy, Casey Fitzgerald. Okay, well, I mean the top 2. Okay, well, okay, Risto and Fabro's not working, but Brodin and Walker is very much working. Right, so let's get Merkley back in the lineup. Bump Fabro down, maybe? Try that? Let's try that. Let's try that. We might have to make an addition on defense, which isn't a surprise, but we're in a much better spot right now to actually make a trade and get an addition. So, let's see. Loxonen, you need to be out of the lineup for the Jennings. The Jennings, top shelf. What's going on? Is this going to be like the Ospreys? Not quite. Again, the only reason I dicked around with the Ospreys and traded for McDavid is because I wasn't going to do another season regardless. That was pretty much the plan. It's just sim that, final playoff run, and then, of course, we lost to Dallas. We got stomped. So I'm like, well, what the hell is the point? This core is not going to get it done. So let's just dick around and have fun. This, on the other hand, we had a set plan in motion. We had a set plan in motion, and it's looking pretty damn good. If I do say so myself. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being cocky again. Who knows? But, when you keep losing games in overtime like this, you kind of get a little bit of an ego. Let's see, man. 23-10-3 as of January 1st, 2020. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see, though, as we get closer to the deadline, very much looking at the idea of trading for a depth defenseman. Maybe not of the Hamilton caliber, but if we could have the guy on the 3rd pairing, I can't think of his name right now. I don't know why. Fitzgerald? It's Fitzgerald, isn't it? If we could have him be our depth defenseman, we'd be golden. Absolutely golden. Which is looking like that's going to be the case. We just beat Florida 8-2, by the way. And by just beat, I mean a week ago, because we had 8 days in between games for some reason. And then we beat Florida again. We're on a bit of a down stretch, though. We end the month with a win. 30-14-3. From 28th in the league to this. And people doubted me. And people doubted me. I don't know why. 2nd in the division. And you can't say I drastically departed from the plan. Exchanged Tolvanen for Rodriguez. I'm not sure how big of a difference is. The plan was to sign defensemen, because we tried to sign them not the previous season, but the season before that, when people were being like, nah, your morale sucks. Madison Bow. I'm actually going to edit the block. Let's see if I get any offers. So, defensively, any defenseman over an 82, I'd be good with. Your bot's banning me for sticking up for Lucic. Maybe he's. I don't have a I don't know. I got nothing. Maybe it's a Habs fan and you know, it feels threatened. Maybe. Alright. Whoops, I done goofed. I done goofed there. That's my bad. You put an 83. And 82 and 83, who cares? I done goofed anyway. Surplus. We're gonna say pretty much anything. I mean, an 82 or an 83, anything higher than that, and we're fine. So. Alright, let's just say we're willing to trade anybody and everyone, because I want to see what offers we get, and for whom. And then wants, because I botched this for some reason. Again, we're going to go back. I'm going to actually go 83 overall defenseman. I want a game changer. I want an EA Sports game changer. Or at least another one, because there's already one in this room. It's Emmy. Alright. Emmy's going to fly out to Vancouver. Braver than I am. I'm not going to say I had a panic attack last night while laying down to go to bed thinking about getting on a plane. I did. I definitely did. But I'm not going to say that I did. So there we go. Trade block set up. Let's see if we get any offers leading up to the deadline on March 1st. And I have a feeling we might hear already, or it's going to be an injury prompt, one or the other. Jason Demers. No, that contract term is a bit too rough. Like Lindy. Because you see, his name is rough. Yeah, I'm gonna decline that, but that would certainly be the defensive help I need. You know, unless he shits the bed in the playoffs again, like he did for me in Milwaukee. PK. Ya dick. Sim in game, because memes. Once we get to the playoffs, dog. Now, I said I wasn't going to trade Leach, because I know he's going to be a bust. But, you know? You know something, brother. Brother. Oh, AI, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, AI, what are you doing? I said I wasn't going to trade Leach for anybody great, because it's a little bit cheap, because I know he's going to suck. But, we have so much depth as well that we could afford to give up the picks. Those are next year's picks, too. Those aren't even this year's picks. Those are next year's picks. Am I still going to do the FIFA series? If you're talking about Chesterfield on Twitch, probably not. But do I plan on getting FIFA? Yes, I do. You know, I think we gotta say goodbye to old Leach. So, we just traded for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And, I think I got that top defenseman I was looking for. Somehow he's only top 4, by the way, at an 89. Don't understand that. So we can send down Goulet. Actually, we could just leave Goulet there. He's not going to get claimed, and he's not going to be in the lineup anyway. Holy shit. Just Arizona just being like, Ekman-Larsson? Sure. Jacob got dunked on. That's one way to put it. And we're going to be able to put Olofsson into the lineup now, which is ridiculous. Knucklehead, take it easy, buddy. We'll catch you later. Let's see. Let's just bump up Olofsson to that top line. Put Masher in there, actually. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Super team incoming. I mean, the AHL squad's looking great, but now the NHL squad. Let's, oh my god, Larson's up to an 85. Whew. Oh, this team is disgusting. Oh, this team is so disgusting. So filthy good. Holy shit. People doubted my plan. People doubted me. with this team. They said, you don't know where you're going. Your defense sucks. Talk trash now once I lose in the first round by getting swept, but at least we would have gotten there. Whew. Whew. Okay, here's the thing. Larson needs to go to the top line. Larson, actually, Larson can play center. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. So Tolvin and Middlestat, Eichel, Skinner, Larson, Reinhart, Vesalainen, Rubtsov, Velarde, Thompson, Mishmash, Osplund. Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Jest. Why is Risto... What do you mean only an 86? I think Risto should be higher than an 86. You're drunk. Alright, Velarde at right wing, Larson at center. Stop. Oh, we won without him anyway. I know I have to put in OEL. I have to make changes to the lineup anyway for the sake of the power play and everything. So I didn't want to sim through that game, but still. We won without him anyway. I didn't even need to put him in the lineup. We still fucking won. Because that's how good this team is. I didn't forget. Don't worry. I know what I was looking to do. That's why I was saying, again, Larson to center, Velarde the right wing, because I need to change that for the sake of 4-on-4 lines. Have faith in me. Dusty Rhodes, your hands touching my hand. Let's go. We'll do this together. Just have some faith. Isaac Larson, you monster. Where's Darlene? In the game, but I didn't put him on the Sabres by default. Because that would be cheating. Because it would be bullshit to add one player who was actually drafted, you know, to their proper team when you can't move everybody. Because people are 17 and you're not allowed to move 17-year-olds to NHL rosters. Or the Golden State Warriors of the NHL. We're pretty damn good. Will we find success? Maybe not. Maybe not. But we are a better team than where we began from. That is the goal of every series. We're not going to have time to win. You know, we're having to end things a little bit earlier than we wanted, but still, we're looking good. So, defensive, or now we can go power play, or just set this up. Beautiful. That's perfect. And then defensively. Jesus. So, OEL and Risto. I don't know, man. I think I got to keep Oh, yeah, I have to keep Rodin and Walker together. That's how good they've been this season. Look at that. Monster pairing. And then Fabro-Merkley? Because we know Fabro-Risto doesn't work. So I think we'll try OEL and Risto together. Brodin, Walker, Fabro-Merkley. I'm going to drop Brody and Walker to the third pairing, because they're not as important as Fabro and Merkley. With the census higher for Merkley, I'm going to put him on the left. He should be able to handle the far side. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And then we have Luukkonen, Van Pottelberg, Nylander, Fitzgerald, and Goulet as the healthy scratches. Beautiful. So in the power play, we'll try to get... I don't even know who the fuck we're going to try to get there. Because technically, I could just run the defense. Probably take out Brodin and Walker. So Skinner, Reinhart, Larson, Vesalainen. Mishmash has the 90 offensive awareness. I think we'll put Vesalainen and Velarde. Dude, Mishmash is a beast. Maybe go Vesalainen and Velarde on the power play. I think we'll set it up that way. Let's do it that way. So, Vesalainen. Take out Walker. For Velarde. So that is good to go. So Vesalainen, Ristolainen, Larson, Velarde. Jesus, this offense. And then the penalty kill, we're going to want Osplund, Mishmash, and Thompson there at the very least. So Mishmash, Thompson. Let's take out Larson and put Osplund there. And we should be fine. And then defensively, penalty kill's fine. Don't think there's going to be a problem there. Actually, Let me take out Merkley for Brodin. And we should be fine. That way, I'm just thinking morale-wise, that should balance out. Now, Luukkonen's our guy here. But there's no doubt, and it's been mentioned on the Twitch chat, obviously, that a better starter would be the one way to really kind of secure this. I'm going to set up the trade block to see what kind of offers we get. Maybe try to find a goaltender with, you know, with 1 or 2 years left. So let's actually set this up. Let's go goaltenders. Let's go 2 years max on the contract. And then overall, we're going to look for like an 85 and up. And we'll see if we get any offers. We still have a little bit of time before the deadline. Unfortunately, we're missing draft picks in 2023, but we're not going to have to worry about that. And if we win this year, then it really doesn't matter. So, Carey Price offer incoming, right? Middlestat leading this team in points over a point-a-game player because he's a beast. Let's sim closer to the deadline, see if we get any offers for these goaltenders. We might be getting an offer right now. Nope, it stopped. We actually lost our first game with OEL. Imagine if we screwed up our team chemistry. Yeah, no, we're not going to be doing that. Thank you. I don't need a first-round pick back. Still no. I'm going to just sit here and get offers for players instead of goaltenders because I technically said I want picks, so it's factoring in that too. We got pretty lucky that they offered OEL first. Olofsson and 2/4 for a second. I'm going to say no. I'm not worried about that. We're on a decent winning streak right here. God damn. And again, you can't even say I took a massive departure from our normal plan. I pretty much kept this right in line with what I'd been doing on the YouTube series to begin with. I haven't taken that major, like, right-hand turn towards just being like, alright, let's be ridiculous, you know? Like, not even close to what we did with Milwaukee. Rubtsov and Fenton for Jerry. I'm gonna have to look at Tristan Jerry, but that's a big move. How good's Tristan Jerry? 85 on the dot. No, Pittsburgh. You tried to pull a fast one on me. I don't think so. I don't think so. We got a week to go until the deadline. I'll take a look on my own if we don't get an offer here. We're approaching 40 wins on the season. God damn. Olofsson again. I want to hold on to him. I want to hold on to him. Let's go. Let's go. I'm pumped for this team. You do need a goalie. Hey, I have faith in Luukkonen once we get to the playoffs. Just like I had faith in UC Saros, and that didn't work out too well. But we'll see what happens. Jerry's better than what you have, but he has a shit save percentage. So I don't care if you're on a bad team. If you have a shit save percentage, then just no. If he had at least like an average save percentage, sure. But he's having a brutal season regardless. And I highly doubt their defense is any worse than what our defense was last year. So, alright, we're not going to get an offer here. So let's go take a look. 42 wins on the year, though. I'm going to see how Luukkonen's doing before we even consider this. I mean, I would have been giving up one of our top prospects and a roster player for Tristan Jerry. There's no way. I mean, Rubtsov is our third-line guy here. He's not having the best season. He's been okay, though. That fourth line's doing pretty damn well, especially Mishmash. I'm actually not sure why Rubtsov's having as bad of a season as he is, but I'm not too concerned about it. Oh. Goodness. Luukkonen. 918's not bad. Check Olofsson's offensive awareness. Why? It doesn't matter. He's bolstering up the AHL team and making them better. It's an 88. Oh, boy. Obviously, getting a better goaltender would be nice because Van Pottelberg's not exactly a reliable backup. If something happens to Luukkonen, our chances of any sort of success... 80 locker room chemistry, by the way. People thought I wouldn't be able to dig myself out of it. You clearly don't know me all that well. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at goaltenders. Preferably one on the market, because otherwise it's going to be too difficult. John Gibson. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Actually, what do we have? What do we have in the system at the moment, anyway? That, like, value-wise, that we could even give up? Like, Reynolds is probably our top bartering piece at the moment. And Fenton. Yeah, I'm not trading Terrence Fenton, though. Holy hell. Holy hell. Yeah, Fenton's not going anywhere. Maybe Irwin will. He does have pretty good value for a low elite. So we don't have that many big-time bartering chips at all. Wardini, what's going on? We do have our first-round pick this year, but obviously it's not going to be worth that much. We're not going to be able to get a major game-changing goaltender. I think the best way to look here is probably to see who has the best save percentage in the league in general, and then take a look that way. Instead of basing it off of overall, you know, solely. So, Gordon solely. Middle stats, 72 points. Monster. Nylander, maybe. Even then, you factor Nylander, those two other guys, a pick. It's still not going to be that great. Let's see. So goaltenders. So, top save percentage in the league. Luukkonen's at a 918. The top save percentage is a 929 for Carter Hart. He's hurt. His value is going to be through the roof. Ottinger, value's probably going to be through the roof. Tyler Parsons in Calgary. At least a more reliable backup. Kasky-Swo, not so much. A 37-year-old Marc-Andre Fleury is an 84. So probably not. Parsons. Also listed as a backup goalie, which is really weird. So again, Ottinger, I know his value is going to be through the roof, but we could take a look. So Dallas, Calgary. Hellebuck's value is also probably going to be through the goddamn roof. And it wouldn't be worth it to the point. Again, we have a 918 goalie. He's a 924. So, Oscar Dant, Vasilevsky. So, yeah, I'd say right now, even then, it's Ottinger and Dallas that we spend the big money on. So, Dallas, Calgary. Pretty much Dallas or Calgary. If we're going to work this out. So, let's take a look here. Let's see how crazy Ottinger's value is. And, indeed, I do have my series set in stone for the start. Yeah, Ottinger's not happening. Calgary. What is Parsons' value? That we can work out. So we'll at least get a better backup. We'll at least get a better backup here. I'll send them Zhukov, who we've been developing. And that way the AHL will be Van Pottelberg and Ovechkin. So we'll use Zhukov here to get this done. We'll at least send them back somebody half-decent that they want. And the value shouldn't be too far apart, because they want the player, and they want to give away Parsons. Let's actually see here, as far as skaters matching the block. I'm not using Bodie Wild, either. I could use Bodie Wild to get this done. I don't want to send them someone like Thompson, because he's not going to develop, obviously. They'd have too many skaters. Okay, let me add on like a nothing defenseman. Can I give us a hint as to what 19 is going to be? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Andre Sekera, 2 years left. That's unfortunate. Do you have a defenseman on 1 year at this point? Anderson. Rasmus Anderson, I'm guessing, at this point. Does Van Pottelberg need to clear? He does, but if he gets claimed, I don't care, and I'll just sign somebody. Because he's not going to get any better than what he is. So we have Zhukov and Wild for Parsons and Anderson. And to be honest, that should probably go through. I'm just going to take a look here. Can I get like a 4th rounder next year and a 6th rounder this year? I have a feeling this might go through on its own. Not quite. 4th? Straight up? Okay, so yeah, straight up it would go through. It was just the 4th round pick. That was too much. So how about a 5th rounder this year and a 7th rounder next year, just to balance it out. Just the 5th rounder? Just a bit low. Alright, let's use the 5th rounder. I'm going to use the 7th rounder again. We don't have a 1st or a 2nd next year because of the OEL trade. Zhukov, Wild, and a 7th for Parsons, Anderson, and the 5th? Okay. You know what? We'll just go through straight up. That's fine. Let's do straight up. Let's do it. Tyler Parsons, welcome. You're not exactly the major game-changing goaltender, but there's no reason to have you be. Save percentages are down around the league. Van Pottelberg cleared, which is fine. And then defensively, it said it was going to send down Goulet. And it did, and he cleared. I'm honestly just going to send down Anderson, too. Doesn't matter if we lose him, and we didn't. Fucking O'Byrne's up to an 80 already. He's going to be ready for next season. Fucking monster. Again, just, again, like I said, man, just the way I had the team set up last year, I knew it was best for the development of these players. We sacrificed being terrible for one season, and this is what it's turned into. Now, obviously, the OEL trade we didn't expect. Brodin and Fabro we kind of expected. I mean, we knew we were going to go for somebody. I'm going to keep playing O'Byrne, even though he's depth over there at Fitzgerald, because Fitzgerald's not someone we're really focusing on. So I'm feeling really good about this team. Really good about this team. Defensively, we're fine. Let's set up Parsons as the backup. At least a more reliable option, but Luukkonen's my guy. He's going to be pissed that I got a player of a similar caliber, but I don't really care. And then in regards to Nylander, again, I'm still good with him being a depth option. Fine by me. Let's have Van Pottelberg and Ovechkin. Ovechkin will still get playing time. And we're good. We are good. This team is just stacked. Plenty of depth. True superstars. Casey Middlestad still being here, getting him back even though he hit the open market. I think we're golden. And again, for the love of God, they have anxiety with their new team. Should they not be excited at the chance of being with a new team? Especially in the case where they went from Calgary, who's doing terrible, to me. You know, we're doing wonderfully. Like, just, I hate that. I hate that so much. That's one thing that's never made sense about the morale system. Why would you be nervous to go to a better team? I mean, sure, you might be nervous because it's like, well, fuck, now I really have to, you know, perform at a high level. But also, I mean, especially, too, if you're Parsons, you're like, oh, shit. Well, he's counting on me in case something happens with Luukkonen to be the go-to guy. That's sweet. I'm excited to be here. What I'm not excited about is the fact that we lost 4 out of 5 games. We're on a little bit of a slide here in March, but we're still approaching 50 wins. Tolvanen's going to be out ever so slightly. Nylander will get a chance on the top line. We are slipping up a little bit here. Okay, we're slipping up a lot of it. We're going to be a playoff team regardless, so I'm not panicking. But obviously this isn't ideal. But I have always been susceptible to February and March collapses throughout NHL 18 and just in franchise mode in general, so it's fine. Rochester has made the playoffs 2 years in a row. They took a step back this year as well, and we know we've already made the playoffs. There's no way we haven't with a record like this. There's no way that we haven't. Let's see. Koltsov's back in Rochester. I don't know who he was out for. Who was Koltsov out for? You weren't a defenseman, were you? Who was Koltsov? Oh. He was a top pairing guy. There we go. It's like, oh, well, there's Rasmus Anderson. Might be splitting games between Parsons and Luukkonen. Potentially. Well, Parsons technically dropped down to an 82. That might have been his real overall. We're at 48, 26, and 3. We just got over an abysmal month of March. That said, we're still in second place in the division. We are making the playoffs. We're not going to be able to catch... Actually, we have a chance to catch Tampa, but we'd have to start winning games left and right with 5 games to go this season. So, right now, we're just battling for seeding, but we know we're going to be a playoff team. And this game against Tampa was... This is a playoff game. This is going to be a massive point swing. Whoever wins this game could very well take the division. If we want to win the division, we have to win this game. We have to. Otherwise, it's second seed at best. So, let's see what we can do. Give up the opening goal to Tamela. Second period. Shit. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. You can beat Vasilevsky. Please. Power play. Please. We're going to get shut out. We're going to get shut out. Casey Middlestat. We're going to get shut out. We're going to get shut out. Those are apparently the magic words. Power play. Please. Damn it. Okay. Well, we lost to Tampa, which is unfortunate. That pretty much seals the division title for them. Fuck. Alright, well, now we're battling. I forget who was in third. It was Toronto or Boston, I think. We're battling with them. We get an overtime win against Minnesota. Can we beat Ottawa for win number 50 on the season? Reinhart picks up a slight injury. Not ideal, but Nylander is there just in case. And to be honest, we're going to go ahead and make that change there. Bump up Tage Thompson. Brian, thank you for the follow. We beat Ottawa as well. Can we beat New Jersey? New Jersey. 8-4. Yes, we can. 51 wins. Have we sealed the second spot in the division? Yes, we have. We will be hosting Toronto in the first round. We are tied with Tampa.
Oh, good.
There is a chance of winning the division title. If we beat Tampa and if we win and Tampa loses, we're fine. If we beat Montreal, we still have a chance at the division title. Because Tampa has slipped up since we played them last Saturday. Can we beat Montreal? Will the Habs of all teams take away my chance at the division title? Let's find out. We know Tampa has the tiebreaker on us. We need Tampa to lose. First period, Casey Middlestat the goal. Second period, come on, 20 minutes away from potentially sealing a division title. Come on. OEL shorthanded goal. That's what I like to see. Come on now. Puljujarvi gets one back. Lehkonen ties it. 2 goals in 14 seconds. Yay. Casey Middlestat. Come on. Fucking Domi. Oh my god, we can't hold a lead. 4 minutes left. Just get to overtime. Get a pity point. Please. Grant Mishmash. The fourth liner. The elite fourth liner. We beat Montreal in regulation off of the back of a ridiculous third period. Have we won the division title? Have we won the division title? Come on, Tampa. Please tell me you fucked up. Please? Come on. Come on. Please? Ah, Tampa won. We finished tied with Tampa. They beat us on tiebreaker. We will host Toronto in the first round. Damn. That loss to Tampa was the difference maker. That loss to Tampa was the difference maker. That's okay, though. Yeah, they had 50 regulation plus overtime wins. They dominated us on that tiebreaker. Still, though, what a ridiculous season for us. We finished 5th in the league. From 28th to 5th. Trust me. Don't forget who you're dealing with here. Trust me. When I say I have a plan, I have a plan, damn it. 3.23 goals for per game, which was tied for 4th in the league. Goals against, though, at a 2.7, which was mid-table, closer towards the bottom. Still not ideal. The lowest was a 2.24. And numerous teams were over 3, so it was not a good year for defense and goaltending. Detroit was just miserable. Detroit and Washington could not stop a puck. Our power play... Let's see. Our power play was at 25.2%, so top 10 in the league. And our penalty kill was at 81, which was top 6 in the league. We're just a damn good team. Despite the changes, despite the upgrades, whatever else. We're just a damn good team. I cannot wait for us to lose in the first round, but hey, we made it. Rochester also took 2nd in their division, so they've made the playoffs again as well. You almost had as many wins as the Sabres had points. There you go. Let's take a look here at the point totals. Middlestat, 95 points in 82 games. 58 goals. Jesus. If we didn't get Middlestat back, we were screwed. If we did not get Casey Middlestat back, we were screwed. Tolvanen, 83 points, 31 goals, and Eichel, 81 points. Almost all 3. Eichel was 1 point short. Our top line were almost all point-a-game players, which is a rarity for us. OEL finished with 58 points. 56 for Skinner, Reinhart, and 55 for Larson, so it ended up being the second line, all dominant. Velarde, 44 points, 35 for Vesalainen, 33 for the fourth liner, Mishmash. Risto at 29, and actually from here, let me just sort out by forwards. Thompson 23, Rubtsov 20, a little bit disappointing for them. And Nylander actually had 5 points in 4 games as a depth option. So that's pretty damn sweet. Defensively, Brodin 23 points, 21 points for Walker, 15 goals. One hell of a free agent signing. Screw giving up our 2nd round pick. Screw that. 11 points for Fabro, minus 23. Fabro was our weakest defenseman, arguably. Risto wasn't great on the plus-minus. Look at the plus-minus, by the way, of Walker and Brodin as a pairing. Incredible. Incredible. And then Merkley had 10 points in a very nice 69 games. Luukkonen finished the season with a .911 save percentage, so not great. He was kind of slipping down the stretch. We're really going to need him to step up in the playoffs. We are really going to need him to step up in the playoffs. Walker's offensive stats are okay, though. 85 offense. No, Walker's pretty good. I can understand why Walker put up as many goals as he did. I mean, especially for an 80, very well-rounded. It's just the body checking and strength that drags down that rating. He should legitimately be like an 82 or an 83. So, yeah. I'm happy about that. And we're looking good. Let me look league-wide. Jesus. Well, I wonder now why Tampa ended up beating us, huh? Kucherov and Stamkos? God damn. God damn. Kessel also finished with over 100 points. However, Middlestat, one of 3 players to break the 50-goal mark, alongside Tarasenko and Ovechkin. Craziness. Jost hit 47 goals. How the hell... Why couldn't you do that for me in Ottawa? You were great in Ottawa, but why the hell couldn't you do that for me in Ottawa? Craziness. Goaltenders. I want to check the league-high save percentage. Luukkonen had the most wins. So yeah, Ottinger, Sandstrom, Hart, Rask. So anything over a 920 was pretty damn good. So a 911 was not terrible. Not great either. We need Luukkonen to step up in the playoffs. Hopefully. Hopefully. And with that, I think we're pretty much good. Pretty much checked everything out. Let's get that confirmation. Let's get that confirmation. We know we're playing Toronto. This is probably it. I think this is probably it for Buffalo right here. We've made the playoffs. It's time to see what we can do. We're going to be leaving the team in a better state than where we picked it up from, by far. But I think this is going to be it, because I don't think I'm going to run another season. Again, we're too low on time. Milwaukee and Buffalo, they were always going to be shorter series just to carry us over. I think this is it. We're going to go through this playoff run. We're going to see what happens. Maybe there's a miracle at hand. We'll see what happens. And as it is, for the upcoming offseason anyway, we're still set up incredibly well. We have $15 million in cap space. As far as UFAs are concerned, Reinhart, Risto, like, we have the money to keep this team intact. Even then, some of the RFAs, we might lose them, but we could get compensation for them. So... I feel like we're so good to go moving forward. We'd pretty much be able to keep this team together. There'd be some minor changes with trades. We might lose some of the depth, but for now, we're pretty much golden. It's just whether or not we can win. In terms of the team, Reinhardt's banged up. He is going to miss the first game. But everything else here, I think, is going to stay the same. Although, you know what? I don't even really care about morale. I think I'm going to set the team up like this. Nylander. Let's have Vesline and Mishmash, Velarde. Like I said, I don't really care about... Here, you know what? Let me go best lines. I don't really care about morale in the playoffs, so we just need the best team possible. And Paxel Pixel, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. Let's go Skinner, Larson, Nylander, Vesline, and Mishmash, Velarde. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then defensively... Again, Fabro was pretty bad. Brodin and Walker, though, killed it all season. We know Risto and Fabro don't work together, so I'm going to have to go OEL and Fabro, Merkley and Ristolainen. And we'll see how that works out. And then power play-wise, yet again, I think I'm going to go Vesalainen and Mishmash. How did Vesalainen do? Because he had power play time. 35 points. Velarde was like 40 or 50, right? 44. Velarde and Mishmash? Thinking Velarde and Mishmash. Honestly, Walker on the power play might not be the worst idea. I might keep Velarde on, or Walker on the power play and screw, you know, just like screw Velarde and go with Mishmash. I think that's how I'm going to do it. So you're both righties. I think that's going to be my power play here. We're going to give Walker a chance because he was pretty damn good in terms of goal scoring. So, I'm liking the looks of that with the exception of switching that. 4-man power play is good. Penalty kill, we'll just have it be whatever it thinks the best setup is. And we're looking fine. The big question mark is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Our goaltender for the future. He's kind of stalled out a little bit in terms of development. Hasn't exactly turned into the beast that we were hoping he'd turn into. Just what can he do? Can he turn into a playoff monster for us? That is the question. 76 poise rating, but poise is certainly not everything in the playoffs. It actually doesn't mean shit. Again, Reinhardt's going to be out for game 1. There is a decent chance Nylander ends up staying in the lineup depending on how he does here. And again, the AHL team's also in the playoffs, despite the fact that they took a bit of a step back. But they've had some players develop as well. So I'm feeling good about their chances as well. And I can already tell when I have the feeling about this where it's like, man, it sucks we have to stop. But we do. Trust me. We do. We absolutely have to stop because we are, again, much closer to NHL 19 than I think a lot of people expected. So let's do this. It's our one playoff run. Reinhardt's actually 100%. So at the very least, you know, I'm going to not have Nylander start, but if someone slips up, he's there, and he'll be right back in the lineup. So let's put Reinhardt back on the second line. Let's take a look at Toronto. Again, this is it. Hopefully we can make the most of this. But at the very least, we can say we made the playoffs here, and we might be able to make the most of it now. I don't know. Toronto. God. Nylander, Matthews, Marner, Kadri at left wing, Tavares, Kapanen, Marlowe at 42, and still an 82, Zach Hyman and Andreas Janssen, Carl Grundstrom, Frederick Gauthier, and Josh Levo. Fucking yikes is my only response. Defensively, Riley and Liljegren, Dermott and Zaitsev, Martinez and Carrick. Goaltender, Freddie Anderson and Casimir Kaskisuo. Jaskin, Rosen, and Brooks as the healthy scratches. Jesus. Once 19 drops, you should edit 19 to... Yeah, I could, but man, that'd be a massive pain in the ass. That would be a massive pain in the ass. Oh, God. This is going to be tough. How do they have cap? I don't know. Let's take a look. We can take a look at Toronto's cap situation. I'm sure that it's not great. Let's see what we're dealing with, but man, that is, it's an interesting situation. They have .481. 481 grand in cap space. Liljegren's extension doesn't kick in until next year. 6.5 million for him. Riley, this is it. They're going for it. They're going for it. Riley's a UFA, Marner's an RFA, Kadri, Dermott, they're fucked. Like, this is their year. They're going for it. Their team's going to fall apart worse than ours is. By far. This is Toronto's going all-in year because the cap is going to come down hard on them after this. This is... Man, this... You know what? Again, I hate to have to end this series the way it is, but this is a hell of a way to go out as we are on... We're on an incline here. This is it for Toronto. They are going for it. So we are going up against, like, the peak Maple Leafs before they fall apart. With the exception of the fact that I guess that Marlowe would technically retire after this, I'd assume. And maybe they'd be able to survive that a little bit as a result. But still, Whew. Let's do this. Game 1 against the Leafs. This is it for them. This is it for us. Who's going to make the most of this opportunity? First period of Game 1, and Jeff Skinner gets the opening goal. Outshot them 10-9. Skinner gets the opening volley of this postseason matchup. Second period is scoreless. 23 shots to 18. Third period, here we go. We need Sam Reinhart is what we need. There we go. Sam Reinhart, the goal, puts us up by 2. Extended Toronto power play. Can they get the goal? Holy hell, what a power play. They couldn't do anything, though. We get one of our own. Nothing doing. 6:20 to go. Is that it? Will the Sabres walk away with the victory in Game 1? Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. A 24-save shutout. Doubt him now. A 24-save shutout of the Leafs in Game 1. That is one hell of a way to start a series. First star effort from Mr. Luukkonen. Freddie Anderson was up there as well. Jeff Skinner, the game-winning goal in the first period. 2-0 final. And we take that first game, that crucial first game at home. Merkley lost a little bit of morale, but we're okay with that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's take a look, by the way. Rochester also beat Laval 2-0 in their first game. So we're looking good. Both teams up 1-0 at the end of the first games. We're going to continue to sim past Rochester. Game 2, though, we have no changes to make, obviously. Let's see what we can do. Can we continue to defend home ice is the question. First period of the second game. And it's the rookie. Actually, it's his second season. It's Larson. The future. The future. Ralphie, what's going on? Larson gets the opening goal of this game. 13 shots to 8. We're up 1-0. Second period. 1-0 heading into the third. Let's do this. Even in shots as we begin, just about at the very least. This next goal is going to be oh so important as we're approaching and we're past the halfway mark of the period. 7 minutes to go. Can the Sabres hold on? Can we find some insurance? 2 minutes left. And Mitch Marner ties it with 1:01 to go. 119, actually, correction, 118 minutes and, well, yeah, 100, you get what I'm saying. Math, it's tough. Yeah, it would have been 118 minutes, basically. 119 minutes, you get the point. He scores from center ice with 1:01 to go. Luukkonen allows his first goal against the Leafs. He almost shut them out twice in a row, and I get EA'd on a center ice goal. Lovely. Lovely. 1:01 to go. He scores from center ice. Again, we made it, what, 100? Why can't I do the math? I'm just blanking. 60 plus 60 is 120. So it would have been 118. I'm losing my mind. Let's just say it was 119 minutes worth of a shutout. And it ends. It ends. You know what it is? I'm being like, oh, the 120. It's the minutes. It's 1:33 in the morning. Give me a break. Give me a break. Point is, we're going to overtime. It's not a game decider, so we're not going to jump into it. But if we lose off of that, it's obviously going to be very disappointing. Overtime here in Game 2. Will there be an early winner? Come on, we need this. Not like this. Power play for Toronto. Killed off. Come on. Don't lose off of a center ice goal. Do not. We have too much offensive talent. Fucking right, Rasmus Asplund, the fourth liner. Not today. Not today. Not yet. The Sabres defend home ice. We take both of the games to start this series. 2-1 win in overtime of Game 2. What a shit situation that was. Luukkonen very well. Could have gone for back-to-back shutouts had this game not decided to be a little bit dumb and hand them a center ice goal with 1:01 to go. Doesn't matter, though. Luukkonen the first star. Larson the third star. Anderson kick rocks. We're up 2-0 in this series. There is justice in this world. Damn it, there's justice. Let's go. Unfortunately, Rochester managed to lose game 2 in that best of 5. Kidding? We're going through the finale of the Buffalo series, man. It'll be up on YouTube in full. It's been an interesting run. We are in Toronto for games 3 and 4. Game 3. Let's do this. I am sweating to death, but that's okay. Let's go. Game 3. 2-0 series lead. Let's go. First period. And Toronto's offense shows up for the first time. Grundstrom and Matthews, 2 goals in 56 seconds. The only 2 goals of the first period, we're in a tad bit of trouble. Second period, we're in a lot of trouble. Zach Hyman makes it 3-0. Third period, is there a mythical, magical comeback on the cards? Or will the Leafs take Game 3 and get back into the series? 10 minutes left. I think we're done. Crazier things have happened. Freddie Anderson just too good. Too strong. Osplund gets a goal. 4:25 left. At least ruins the shutout. Would have been nice if it was from center ice, but that'll do it. Toronto takes Game 3 by the score of 3-1. Our offense really struggled to get going there. Anderson the first star. Not sure how Luukkonen would have done. I'll actually take a look. I don't know if we want to blame him for that loss. And 893. Not ideal. Not ideal. I think Parsons played for a second too. Hopefully no injury. No injury. Okay. Rochester wins Game 3, so they're up 2-1. Both teams with a 2-1 lead so far. Big game for Rochester, though. If they win here tonight, they move on. We're not going to make any lineup changes unless we lose this game. So far, the home teams have been dominant. Let's see what happens here in Game 4. Again, it's a team... Both teams are set up to win now. Out of nowhere, we're set up to win now. You could argue they're further along. It's their last chance. It's our first chance, really. First period of Game 4. Rasmus Asplund might be worth bumping up to a higher line. He gets the opening goal. Middlestat scores 57 seconds later. So we did to them what they did to us in Game 3. Kapanen, though, is able to get a goal back. So 13 shots to 8. We're up 2-1. Second period, make that 3-1. Rubtsov with 45 seconds to go. 45, 54. Final minute goal. Regardless, we're up 3-1. 22 shots to 15. Make it 4. Jeff Skinner with 59 seconds into the period. Not with 59 to go. That would have been nice. We're up 4-1. A Leafs fan's favorite scoreline, and definitely mine. 10 minutes to go. We are 10 minutes away from a 3-1 series lead on this Leafs team. This disgustingly good Leafs team. And we will do just that. Jeff Skinner! 59 seconds into it. 57 seconds to go. What's the difference? First minute goal, final minute goal. 5-1 final. The offense didn't exactly show up in the first game here in Toronto, but here in Game 2, we absolutely did. Jeff Skinner with 2 goals, 24 save effort from Luukkonen, 2 assists for Merkley, and we are 1 game away from eliminating Toronto. Unfortunately, Rochester's going to Game 5, that decisive Game 5 in the first round, which I will actually follow along with. Can the Amerks move on? Let's find out. They won 50 games last year. They made the playoffs again this year. What can they do? Flo, you're the man. Thank you for the host. I do appreciate it. How did tonight's stream go? As we're going to be in a very unnerving situation here with the Amerks. And I will say what I always say. If you guys haven't dropped Flo a follow, you should do so. Not just because I told you so. 5 minutes in. Come on, Rochester. We want this, this group of prospects to get a little bit more playing time. 2 penalty kills for Laval. I don't like our chances. I really don't like our chances here. Are we going to overtime? Yes, we are. Here's the thing. It's an AHL first-round matchup. I'm not going to jump into it to watch it. We're just going to move on. Who's going to win? The golden goal. Who will it be? And it's Skelenica. The Amerks lose a series lead 2 times over and lose in overtime a Game 5. Rochester is out of the playoffs. Caden Primo with a 30-save shutout. That is unfortunate. 2 straight first-round exits for the Amerks. Flo, I'm doing well, man. Pretty much the last bit of business I have with NHL 18. Let's hope it ends positively. It didn't end positively for the Amerks, but that's okay. We're going to jump into Game 5 if I don't hit the wrong button, which I did. We're going to jump into Game 5. A chance here to end this series. We are undefeated at home. Can we keep that up? First period. I think we're too good for you, Toronto. I don't know what to tell you. Middlestat and Rupsoff 2-0. They outshot us 13-12. Second period. Marner gets one back. We are 20 minutes away from the second round or a Game 6 back in Toronto. Let's see here. Power play opportunity somewhat early on goes to waste. 12 minutes remaining in regulation. We've seen late goals for Toronto, and they're going to need a couple of them. Tage Thompson makes it 3. Can we hold on? Luukkonen, you're 4 minutes away. Matthews scores. Walker. Your Buffalo Sabres are moving on to the second round. 2 empty net goals. Walker with 22 seconds. Middlestat with just the final front kick into the pits of Sparta with 1 second left. The Buffalo Sabres eliminate the Toronto Maple Leafs in 5 games. And again, the Leafs, as that was their final chance to win. And they got shut down. The big question mark was whether or not Luukkonen could step up in the playoffs. And he did just that. He did just that. What an effort from the team. Osplin, the 4th liner, 5 points in 5 games. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous what this team was able to do. You have Tolvanen, only 3 points. Middlestat, the 3 goals. Nothing from Eichel. Our top line really didn't carry the way. 3 goals from Skinner, 4 points for Larson, 4 points for Reinhart. Nothing from Vesalainen. 2 points for Mishmash, nothing for Velarde. That 4th line, though. 5 points for Asplund, 3 for Rupsoff, 4 for Thompson. So that 4th line stepped up in a big-time way. Questions over whether or not we should change something up with the Lions or just wait to see how it goes. 3 points for OEL. Fabro, that's the best he's played all year. And, I mean, I'm sorry, but this free agent signing of Sean Walker at the beginning of the season, one of the best signings I think I've ever made. Luukkonen, from a .911 save percentage in the regular season to a .953 over a 5-game stretch against Toronto, including a shutout. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And again, we are moving on to the second round. I'm feeling good about it. Feeling great about it. Take that celebratory sip of Palmer. Because we're feeling good. I'm just not sure what I'm going to want to do with these line combos. Whether or not we just leave it as is because we're winning, or if we try to optimize it a bit. I think I'll probably leave it as is, but if we get off to a slow start in the second round, I think we'll probably look to change it up as we're playing Tampa. We knew we were going to have a rough road to any sort of success. We tied Tampa. They went to 7 in the first round, by the way, but we tied Tampa in points in the regular season. They had us beat on tiebreaker. I'm scared, but I'm not feeling as though we have absolutely no chance. I think we do. Dag, I didn't get to, man. I've been way too busy. I kept meaning to, but I didn't get around to it yet. For anyone who was wondering that missed it, what Toronto's lines were, you have about 10 seconds to take a look here. And again, they have a lot of expiring contracts, big-time contracts coming up. Don't mind the overalls. The morale system's on. Trust me, they were better than that prior to the start of that. Prior to the start of that series. They're just upset that they lost. Anyway, the next task at hand, Tampa. Let's see what we're dealing with here in the second round. And it doesn't get any easier. Palat, Stamkos, and Kucherov were as dominant in the first round as you would expect them to be. Can Luukkonen and our defense shut down that line? I honestly don't know. Second line, JT Miller, 3 points in 7 games. 2 for Braden Point. Nothing from Matthew Joseph. Third pairing, our third line, Alex Killorn with Tyler Johnson and Ty Ratty. And the fourth line, Tamela, Cirelli, and Volkov. So it was the top line and the third line that really carried the way offensively. On the defensive side of things, you know what? I'm proud of this team. We beat Toronto. I don't know if you can expect us to beat Tampa, because they're still Tampa and they're still ridiculous. Victor Hedman, he was a -4, but he had 4 points. Mikhail Sergachev, Ryan McDonough, Anton Strawman, Nicholas Koberstein, and Cal Foote. This team might not have had the best performance in the first round, but the point is they still made it. And then there's this fucking guy that I can never beat. Ever. A 935 for Vasilevsky. And they went 7. Dennis Yan and Blake Hillman were the scratches. Oh my god. Again, I am proud of this team for making it this far. I am. I'm proud of this team for making it this far. I don't necessarily like my chances here in this next round. If we lose here, I'm okay with it. Again, the goal of this was to build a team and to have this team be better than what we started with, and we've definitely done that. I don't know. We have a really good team. We have a really good team, but there's no way. There's no way. We have a solid, respectable team. You know, what we did, signing Tolvanen when we ended up losing Evan Rodriguez. I would have preferred to have kept Rodriguez. Drafting Isaac Larson, 5th overall a few seasons ago. Getting Christian Vesalainen as a part... Actually, I don't remember if we signed him as a... We signed him as a free agent, I think. Or we traded for him. Regardless, I think we traded for him in this series. We ended up getting him as a part of a cap dump. We signed... No, Mishmash wasn't even a signing either. He was a part of the trade. This team is built up out of players we already had and pretty much players that we acquired through dumping contracts. You know, say what you want about, like, the Vancouver deal as well. That was when we gave up... God, who was it? Former Blues player. I can never remember it. I always think of Saboka. Berglund. Like, you look at the Berglund deal and what we gave up there and the fact that that didn't really burn us to end up with what we have now. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And again, the big question mark was Luukkonen, but he absolutely rose to the occasion in the first round. I'm going to keep the lineup the way it is. We'll see what happens. We'll make adjustments if we have to. We are in Tampa for Game 1, and again, the Airmerks are out. It's the only team that we have to follow. Let's see what we can do. I am scared. Let's do this, though. First period of Game 1 in Tampa, and Tampa strikes first. Who else? A member of that top line, Andre Palat. God damn. Second period. Who else? A member of the top line, Steven Stamkos. There's no shutting down that top line. There just isn't. Third period, is there a comeback on the cards? The next goal, if there is one, is oh so important to us. Come on. 12 minutes. 12 minutes left here in this first game. Just beat Vasilevsky once. Prove that we can beat Vasilevsky once. Please. 3-0 Tampa in Game 1. 3-0 Tampa in Game 1. A 23-save shutout for Andre Vasilevsky. Yeah, not what we were hoping for. Not what we were hoping for. We will probably look at changing up the lines just to try and spark something. That was worst case scenario right there. Losing? Okay. Getting shut out? Not ideal. So let's take a look. Thompson, 4 points. 3 points for Rupsov. And Osplin with 5. Velarde, no points. So we're going to drop you down. We're going to do it this way. Just whoever's been performing the best. 2 points for Mishmash. So he'll only be ahead of Velarde. Whoops. Oh, actually, in fairness, that wouldn't have even mattered. Right? Because, yeah, Rupsov was on 3. 4 points for Thompson. Vesalainen, no points as well. So the only thing that's going to change is the fact that that third line's been completely irrelevant. That's the only thing that's going to change is the fact that that third line's been brutal. So let's just reunite that line. Let's see here. Tolvanen, 3 points. 3 points there. Eichel hasn't done much. Flo, no worries, buddy. Again, thank you for the host. I'm glad the stream went well. We'll catch you next time. Maybe have the first line play second line to counter Stammer's line. That's pretty much what we're looking at. The problem is our second line's been our best line. Our third line's been brutal. Our fourth line's been great. I want to keep that fourth line where they are because they've been so good. I mean, our fourth line can compete with the top line if necessary. Mills with the auto host as well. What a guy. Which means someone ended their stream without hosting somebody. And that's not cool. I did the same thing last night. I'm joking. Oh, man. Vesalainen, Velarde. It's tough to know what to do here. Because I don't exactly want to break up that fourth line. They've been doing so well. Velarde without a single point. Vesalainen without a single point. Obviously, Alex Nylander is a go-to option, but it's like, who the hell do we scratch for him? It would have been easier if someone like Thompson wasn't doing anything. At the very least, Mishmash has points. You know, I'm not against... I'm not against something like that to try and spark Velarde and Vesalainen. It's a little bit risky to take out Mishmash. But Velarde and Vesalainen are more important to our future. I'm out of Palmer and I'm very upset about it. I'm going to trust my gut on this one and go with Nylander on that line. Which means... Nylander would have that power play time. Here, I got to do it this way. I got to do it this way. Let's go Mishmash there. Have Nylander in. Nylander had 4 points, 5 points in 4 games, so not quite. Attributes aren't everything, man. I think this is what we're going to try to do. We're going to have Skinner, Larson, and Reinhart go against their top line, and then hopefully our first line that's actually now going to, or our second line that's actually our first line can do some damage there. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Defensively, we're not doing badly. I mean, we're not putting up points, but the plus-minus is still solid. So I think that's going to be our main change. Luukkonen's still killing it. Despite that rough game, he's still doing very well. It's just we need to find a way. We need to find a way to spark the offense, and it's Andrei Vasilevsky. There's only so much we can do. There's really only so much that we can do. Let's do this. Game 2. Game 2. We're on the road. As always, when you start a series, the goal is simple. Take at least one game to try and neutralize that home ice advantage. Let's see if we can do it. First period. Strawman and Braden Point. 2 goals on 6 shots. Not great. Second period. (3-1). Tage Thompson gets our first goal of this series, but we are in a tad bit of trouble. They also scored from center ice, the wrong side of center ice, their own blue line. EA, I hate you. Third period. 3 goals on 11 shots. They're up to 14 already at the start of this period. We've already seen 2 center ice goals in this playoff run. We're going to need major line changes here. 1 goal isn't enough. Is there a late comeback on the cards? I'm going to guess probably no. Stamkos makes it 4. Will there be a 5th? No, there will not. Not the start to this series that we wanted in Tampa. But, as they say, you're not necessarily in trouble in a series until you lose at home. Sam Reinhart goes down to injury. Fuck. We are in a lot of trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. I need to sort this off of just bottom line, whoever's actually performed. So 2 points, 6 points there. Thompson with 5. Rubtsov with 3 points, so he'll be ahead of Mishmash. I'm literally just going to set it up this way, and we're going to see what happens with it. Nuge, buddy. What's going on? Number one, Nuge. How did the stream go? Secondly, I didn't get to check it out earlier, but Architect was watching and told me that you look like you're very, very tired. I can assume a reason as to why you're extremely tired, but is that true? Tuki's getting hosted left and right. Well, you know. Vesalainen, Jesus. Oh, boy. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to worrying about why my team's falling apart in the playoffs. I'm very, very tired. There you go. I understand it. GG Buffalo series. You know, it's... Oh, my God. Velarde's been terrible. We are so screwed. Tampa's just too good. We have too many underperforming players, and Tampa's just too damn good. Not that, you know, not that he needs it as well, but if you guys aren't following Nuge, what the hell's the matter with you? The undisputed #1 Hearthstone streamer that I know. Streamer's good though, had a wedding this weekend, other stuff going on, so I've been hungover and tired for a few days now. Ah! Okay, so that would explain it. That, combined with what we'll call Seattle, that everyone knows what it is, but we're still going to call it Seattle, in Bill Belichick fashion. I imagine it's a combination of all of that? Or have you not been able to experiment much with Seattle? Because I know you said the stream schedule coming up was a little bit weird. Velarde needs to be traded. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Alright, 3 points for Rubtsov. This sucks, man. I hate having to do so much fucking management like this, but it's just, we're dead in the water here. Lots of Seattle. There you go. I'm glad to hear the stream went well at the very least, because I know you were on Madden. I think it was Madden and Hearthstone you said on Twitter. I didn't miss it. Okay, now you see, that could be a problem. This series, Jack, was supposed to be about a little bit of redemption for you. For those who don't watch what I do regularly, in which case, fix your life. Eichel was an underperforming player for us in a series that we did built around using players from the good old United States of America. He was actually my #1 pick in a fantasy draft in that series. He ended up getting traded because he sucked. He has 1 point. He put up 81 in the regular season. 1 point in 7 games. You absolute bust. Damn it. This was your chance for redemption. I'm disgusted. The Seattle code for... Yeah, probably, Ninja. Probably. So, we get to put you ahead of Velarde. You're at least not going down to the 4th line, but you might be a 3rd liner. Middlestad, only 3 points. Jesus Christ, oh my god. Our entire top line has been completely ineffective. So our new top line is going to be Asplund, Larson, and Thompson. Because why not? What's the worst that could happen? And in fairness, Asplund's... the defense for Larson makes him a little bit better. Like, I'm tempted to be like, hey, let me optimize the player types as well. Although, in fairness, Asplund would still be a playmaker. Larson could be a sniper or a two-way. Thompson is a power forward. I'm tempted to do whatever the hell I can. The second line, in terms of production right now, is going to be Tolvanen, Middlestat, and Skinner. We're going to put Tolvanen on the right. In terms of the third line, Rubtsov, Mishmash, and Eichel. We're going to keep Eichel on the right. And actually, the better center. We're going to have Rubtsov there just because he's better defensively. And then Velarde, Vesalainen, and Nylander. In terms of call-up options, there really isn't anybody that we'd want to call up. I mean, CJ Smith might be able to get it done offensively. CJ Smith is like the only guy I'd consider calling up here. Pretty much the only one. I'm so disappointed in Vesalainen, Velarde, Eichel. It's just a mess right now. You can go sign that rookie. That's true. It's just, do I scratch the members of the fourth line just to try and spark something else, you know? Let me go take a look at what he looks like here, and we'll see. Start Parsons. It hasn't been Luukkonen, that's the problem. Granted, that was Luukkonen's worst game of the playoffs, but it's not Luukkonen's fault. We're not scoring goals. I have to look at the defense, too, as it is, so it might be a little bit of time before we go to Game 3. We might have some things to attend to here. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're doing a wholesale change of the fourth line. Out of desperation, just to get something going. We're going to take the guys out of the lineup who haven't really done anything. I wouldn't necessarily blame Alex Nylander, but it's, you know, something needs to change here. In terms of who the hell we get to call up or send down, that's the real problem. But then again, this is it, so I don't have to care. So Vesalainen and Velarde. Now, would I do this if we were continuing? No, I wouldn't. But guess what? Kick rocks. I can do what I want. Is he going to show? He's not going to show because of when we signed him. So unfortunately, he's not an option. Which means I'm probably still going to give Nylander a chance. Which is fine. He only played that one game. He was a -2, though. So Smith, Olofsson. Unfortunately, that rookie's not there. Just because of when we signed him. Must have been CHL, I agree with that. Antropov. Quebec legend Kevin Stenlund. I will probably just give Nylander a chance here. I think we'll give him an opportunity in this first game, but if he struggles, he's out. This sucks. Oh, we're disappointed our guy got fucking called up from the AHL when he's not even playing right now because our season's over and we lost. Fucking morale system. Alright. So, Olofsson's not a great center, but he can get the job done. So, you know what? We're going full try-hard on this because people will be like, you didn't even try your best to make sure that you won. So, fuck it. Osplund is a left-wing playmaker. That's fine. I'm probably going to change Larson to a sniper and still have Thompson at power forward. So, Larson's going to be switched to a sniper. Skinner, left-wing sniper. Middlestat as a sniper. Tolvanen as a sniper. That's a bit of a problem. We're going to go Skinner as a playmaker. And we're going to go with Tolvanen. Some people are going to really disagree with this, but whatever, he's not doing anything. As a two-way. Mishmash. You're just going to flat out be changed. I mean, he should work as a power forward. Tempted to go sniper. I might, depending on what else we're looking at here. Rubtsov. Two-way is probably the way to go for him. And then we have Eichel. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So Mishmash. Changing you to a sniper. You're good as a two-way. Eichel's going to be made a playmaker. We're doing whatever the hell we can here to try and win this shit, man. So again, Mishmash is going to be a left-wing sniper. I'd rather have Rubtsov as the two-way on that line. And then CJ Smith as a playmaker makes all the sense in the world. Makes more sense to have Olofsson as one, and then Nylander as a sniper. Nylander as a sniper is not a terrible idea. I don't know how I feel about Olofsson. If I go best lines down in the AHL, Velarde and Vesterline, and they're pissed, who the hell cares? It just means that they won't be call-up options, basically. I like Stenlund more for that defensive awareness. Olofsson, I'm sorry. We're going with the Nordiques legend, Kevin Stenlund. Bringing back the NHL 17 fan favorite. And by fan favorite, I mean my favorite. Kevin Stenlund's going to get the chance. As we continue to just try and balance lines that can actually play at all times. So Stenlund was a right wing. So we're going to have Smith as a... We're going to have Smith as a sniper. We're going to have him as a sniper. Stenlund obviously will be changed to a center two-way. Matthew Tkachuk, the best Nordique. He was. He really was. And Nylander as a playmaker. Alright, so that's the offense sorted. And in terms of a line combo, again, it's going to be Asplund, Larson, and Thompson. This is the type of stuff I would normally do off-screen. But considering, you know, like this is the type of stuff I do like in between episodes or something like that. But hey, fuck it. Here you go. You get the whole experience. The whole shebang. Johnny Gargano. Nylander. So defensively, what are we looking like now? Not great. Alright, well Walker Brodin has to be a pairing. Alright. I do like those defensive combos there. Yeah, I like those defensive combos. We'll see how that goes. And then again, Luukkonen went from a 950 to a 937, but we're still not pulling him. And again, to do this without Reinhardt as well kind of sucks. He had 4 points. He's been one of our better postseason performers. It just hasn't happened for him. Actually, defensively, since we're here, OEL as an offensive defenseman, absolutely. Fabro as a two-way, absolutely. He'd be an offensive defenseman if it wasn't for that offensive awareness being that low. Risto. Debatable. He could go back to a two-way. You know what? There's certain options here. Two-way for Brodin is fine. Offensive for Walker. Damn. So Walker's going to be changed to a two-way. Let's see. Brodin as a two-way is still fine. Merkley, I wish the offensive awareness was over a 90. Obviously the passing and the skating is great. The shot's a bit low. Merkley's going to be changed to a two-way. We're going to rely on a two-way defenseman quite a bit. Ristolainen, same thing. He's going to be changed to a two-way. Fabro's fine. OEL is going to be the only offensive defenseman. And I think Luukkonen's a hybrid. Good. Let's see what we can do. Got to do our due diligence here. Got to set this team up in the best way that we possibly can. Not going to rush through it. This is it. Like, this is it. This is basically the last... I mean, once I put this out on YouTube, this is the last video I'm making for NHL 18, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. This is pretty much it. Unless I do anything, like, as a follow-up to the vote that we put out today. As far as, like, the best of all time. You know, or the best of NHL 18. You know, that little flashback look. So, middle stat, we weren't going to edit anything. Larson, Battlefield Beta is done downloading. Voxu, no worries. And again, I'll be probably checking that out on stream tomorrow. Can't imagine I won't. Larson needs to be a sniper. You know, if I fucking find time between everything else. So, Isaac Larson as a sniper. Let's get this set up as best we can. Rubsov, no edits. Mishmash needs to be a left-wing sniper. Let's see what we can do. Number 15, huh? Taking over. Left-wing sniper for Mishmash. So we got to do everything we can here to try and win this, especially after such a rough start. Let's see. Tolvanen's going to be a right-wing two-way. Which, again, is probably one of the more risky moves, but apparently we have two number 15s. I guess that's just their preferred number. But right wing two-way for Tolvanen. He's good enough to pull it off, and it doesn't necessarily mean his offensive, production is going to fall off a cliff. It hasn't been great anyway. Skinner as a playmaker. Wearing the letter and all. Set him up. Let's see. What else do we have here? Osplin we're not changing. Smith is being changed to a sniper. Alright, let me see. That's good. 6 more players. 3 more forwards, 3 more defensemen. Eichel, Stenlund, and Nylander. All currently right wings, I do believe. Yes, they are. So Eichel going to be changed to a playmaker. As we, again, just continue to try and set up this team as best we can. 1 point for Jack Eichel in this postseason run through 7 games. Sergachev, no worries. Take it easy. Get some sleep. Gonna miss a tad bit of Uncharted at the end of this, more than likely, because again, I do want to beat that before NHL comes out. Stenlund, this video is gonna take forever and a day to render, by the way. Once we actually get this over to YouTube. Stenlund as a center, Nylander as a playmaker, and then we're pretty much good to go. Right. Oh, that's right, because Reinhardt's hurt. I'm like, why do we have an extra right wing? It's because Reinhardt's hurt. It's that old Alex Nylander. Can Alex Nylander be the hero that we need? Probably not. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to hope he ends up being said hero. And defensively, Ristolainen needs to be made into a two-way. Just to try and spark something from him. Our defensemen, in terms of point production, have not done anything this entire postseason, which has really sucked. It's Merkley and Walker also has 2 ways, and then we'll be good to go. You're still changing the team. Don't know it takes a while, buddy. You gotta sit there and look at what everyone's actually preferred to set up to be. I'm doing my due diligence. I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't want to be able to say, I should have tried this, I should have tried that. Chicago Bears. That's my response from now on. Why are you taking so long to set this up? The Chicago Bears, that's why. If you haven't watched the most recent Madden episode, do it. You'll get the reference. And I'll get that sweet, sweet ad revenue that everybody desires. Especially me. We're all in it for the money. Every single one of us. We say we're in it for the sense of community and fun. It's all about them sweet, sweet ad dollars. Let's see. Defensively, I just need to mark that down. So it's OEL and Fabro, Risto, Merck, Brodin, and Walker. So we'll go best lines. It'll change up the 4v4. So again, it's going to be Asplund, Skinner, and Mishmash. Stenlund, Nylander, Rubtsov, Eichel, Thompson, Tolvanen. Beautiful. That's the team that we're looking at. It's a fucking grab bag of players, but we're doing what we can. Here we go. And then the power play. We're going to want to take Brodin and Walker off of the power play. So who's actually been the best right now? So we have Skinner, Eichel, Tolvanen, Larson's there. We need Osplund on the power play. Don't know if we'll have Mishmash there, but we need Osplund on the power play. So Osplund, Larson's there. Thompson will probably get the bump up over Brodin, just because he's done the best so far. So we have Osplund, Larson, Thompson, Skinner, Middlestat, Tolvanen, Mishmash, Rubtsov, Eichel. I guess Mishmash will get the chance. So we have our 2 defensemen, a lefty and a righty. So let's see. How do we want to set this up? We're going to have 1 extra lefty, but that's fine. I think that's probably the setup right there. Maybe. No, it's not. Let's do that. I mean, that top power play, if that power play right here If power play 1 can't put up points, no power play in the world can. Because that's ridiculous. That's insanity. How much talent is sitting there on that power play. Like, this should not be a concern. We should be able to put up goals on the power play if we get the opportunity. We are good to go. After all that, let's go get smoked. All of those changes, all of this optimization, it will more than likely all be for naught. We're down 2-0 to Tampa. We lost both games on the road. You're not truly in trouble in a series until you lose at home. Let's see what we can do. The season is on the line. The series is on the line. Both series are on the line. First period of Game 3 in Buffalo, and it's scoreless. That's positive for us. 10 shots to 7 in our favor. Second period, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Miller gets the opening goal. Mishmash ties it. Or Mismash ties it. I always say Mishmash. Mismash ties it. 25 shots to 17 in their favor. 1-1 on the board. The next goal, oh so important, because if we fall down 3-0 in this series, we are boned with a capital B. 12 minutes left, another power play for Tampa. 5-on-3, we somehow survive. 7 minutes to go. Can we get this next goal? Are we going to overtime? Jeff Skinner, don't get too excited, don't get too excited, don't get too excited. Yes, there we go. We're not done yet. We're gonna be, because we were outshot 44-22, doubled up. But Jeff Skinner, and thankfully Luukkonen, a return to form. A very rough display for us as we give up 44 shots. Luukkonen stops all but 1. Skinner the game winner. Because, you know. And so far, the home team has yet to lose in this series. 2-1 series lead for Tampa. God damn. We needed that so badly. So badly. I think every other series is also at a 2-1 split. That is indeed the case. There is not one 3-0 series lead right now. Nothing left to do after winning that game other than to jump into Game 4. I completely agree that Luukkonen has proven himself. Can everybody else, though? Jack Eichel, I'm looking at you. First period of Game 4. Again, not bad. They get the opening goal. It's Anton Strawman. 10 seconds later, Casey Mittelstadt ties it. That's the Mittelstadt that we expect to see. 10 shots to 8. 1-1 on the board. Second period, and we have a lead. C.J. Smith in on the fourth line. We let him go. We brought him back as depth. He gets into the lineup due to Vesalainen and Velarde underperforming, and he makes the most of it here. 2-1 with 20 minutes to go in regulation. Can we tie this series up at 2 games apiece? Jack Eichel, welcome! Thank you for showing up. It's about time. This is our fucking, like, 8th game of the... I need to call out Jack Eichel more often. I need to just insult your entire family, your entire lineage, your entire history. Like, have you signed up for 23andMe so I can curse your great-great-grandfather? Please? 2 goals for Jack Eichel in the third period. 4-1 on the board. The Buffalo Sabres have tied this series. Do not let anybody ever say again that my meddling and my meticulousness and my tediousness does not pay off sometimes. We have tied this series up. 2 goals for Jack Eichel to seal the deal. Luukkonen is a monster. Mishmash with 2 assists. This series is tied. Damn it. 2 games apiece. The home team has yet to lose. We have a chance. We have a chance. That's what matters. We're going to Game 5 in Tampa. No sweep here. We're at least putting up a fight. Mishmash, Eichel, and Rubtsov getting it done in that game. A +8 for Rubtsov, by the way. Smith got it done. We're looking good. We're looking good. Come on. We can do this. Ninja, that's the funniest thing you've ever said. We won both games. No reason to change up the lines just yet. Game 5 in Tampa. Can we break the theme of the home team winning to have a chance to win it in Game 6? We're going back to Buffalo regardless. I'd prefer it to be with a chance to end the series as opposed to our backs being against the wall. First period of Game 5 is scoreless, 11 shots to 10 in our favor. Second period, very much not scoreless. Damn. Miller and Kucherov. We need a big third period here. We need a big-time Herculean effort in this third period. Early power play chance for the Lightning is killed off. Come on, power play chance for the Sabres. Nothing doing. 8 minutes to go. It's not looking too good. The theme of the home team winning will continue. Killorn with the empty netter, the insult to injury. 3-0 final, just like we saw in Game 1. And our backs will be against the wall in Game 6. Comes down to this. At the very least, we have put up a fight. I hope it's not over as of Game 6. But that's obviously not the performance that we were hoping for in that game. Reinhart is back. That is going to be a big upgrade to this team, getting Sam Reinhart back. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? As Nylander's probably the guy that'll take the seat. More than likely, it could be Smith. CJ Smith might be the guy that sits down here. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to... I don't even know what the hell we're going to do here. Damn. I know CJ Smith scored. I think Nylander's going to sit. We want to get Reinhart in on the power play, though. Alright, mishmash at the very least. Yeah, Nylander's going to be out. Let's get Reinhart back in. He had 4 points. 3 points for Eichel. I don't know who to drop here. I don't know who to drop. I think what we're going to do is go with that setup right there. Maybe. I just don't want to be overly fucking tedious about this again. Reinhart, you get to stay on the 4th line for now, but you're going to get power play time. Because we're going to take out Mishmash. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Let's have Reinhart on that top power play unit. And we'll see how that goes. That's the team. Let's do this. It's either the streak continues and the home team does not lose, or this series is over in more ways than one. Game 6 against Tampa. Is that it? Let's find out. First period of Game 6. Goal apiece. Again, that trend continues. An early goal for Tampa. We get it back. Ristolainen with the goal. 9 shots apiece. Second period. We will... Oh, my God. Come on. Smith, Tolvanen, Reinhart. 2 goals for the 4th line. Miller gets 1 back. We are 20 minutes away from forcing Game 7. Come on. Come on. 20 minutes away Power play. No goal. Halfway through the third period. Come on now. Come on. We can do this. Just hold on. Just keep swimming. 2 minutes left. We will see you in Tampa for Game 7. 4-2 final. The trend continues for one more game, but let's hope we can beat that trend in Game 7. Sam Reinhart returns, makes an immediate impact. To Game 7 we go. Both games in the West also going to 7. The winner will play the New York Islanders in the conference final. I don't know if there's anything we can do lineup-wise. We've proven that we can beat them. It just comes down to luck on the day. That is what it comes down to. I'm going to leave the team as is, because we have that sniper, playmaker, and then other setup on every single line. Defensively, hasn't been great necessarily, but hasn't been bad. Let's keep it as is. Let's do this. If this team can't win in the way it's currently set up, then it is what it is. Do we have enough to beat Tampa on the road? We failed on the first 3 attempts. We have a 4th and final chance. Game 7. Losing that game to Tampa in the regular season the week before, the season ended might end up being the biggest factor here. First period of Game 7, we need all of our big names to show up and deliver. And that's not a bad start. 2 goals in under a minute. Larson and Skinner. JT Miller again gets a goal back, but 13 shots to 11. We are up 2-1 at the end of the opening 20. Again, I don't get too excited until it's like 2 seconds left, and even then. Second period. Three to 1. Casey Middlestat. We are 20 minutes away from the conference final against the Islanders. Can we hold on? Can we do this? Can we get to the conference final? Can we be the first team in this series to win a game on the road? 9 minutes left in regulation. Casey Middlestat and the Buffalo Sabres have slain the dragon. How the hell we beat Toronto. We have beaten Tampa. We are going to the conference final. People are like, you must be making jump cuts. Bullshit. There is live proof that this type of shit just happens. Luukkonen, you monster. Middlestat, Jeff Skinner. The Buffalo Sabres. We have beaten Toronto. We have beaten Tampa. We are halfway there. From 0-2 down, we beat Tampa in 7. With a top line of Asplund, Larson, and Thompson. Needless to say, I think we're just going to keep the team the way it is unless we're in desperation mode again. But we are moving on. We will play the Islanders in the conference final. Dunno, you're probably not wrong about probably being no Uncharted tonight. I don't even know why I'm scouting. Why I'm bothering the scout. We're obviously not going to be doing it. Anaheim, Edmonton, the New York Islanders, and the Buffalo Sabres. God damn. I knew I had confidence in this team. Did I have confidence to make it past Toronto? Kind of. Tampa, definitely not. Yet here we are. The question is, what does this Islanders team look like? I don't know if they had to go through the murderer's row that we did just to get here. But they're still here regardless. Alright. Top line. Oliver Wahlstrom. No, I did not put him on the Islanders. He just coincidentally went there. Jeez, 8 goals thus far. Centered by Barzal and Jordan Eberle. That's one hell of a top line. Second line. Lee, Beauvillier, and Hosang. Third line, Kiefer Bellows, Justin Almeida, and Michael Dalcol. Fourth line of Leo Komarov, Valtteri Filppula, and Dustin Conklin, former third-round steal for them. That is one hell of an offensive team. Is ours better? Debatable, but that's one hell of a team. Defensively, is our defense better? Debatable. Nick Leddy and Ryan Pulock, Thomas Hickey and Scott Mayfield, Adam Pelech, and Mitch Van de Sample. The big thing here is going to be the goaltender. And it's Robin Lehner. One of the biggest villains in the history of my channel. Robin Lehner, Lena Soderstrom is the backup. No injuries, but Brady Tkachuk, Connor Brown, and Parker Wotherspoon as healthy scratches. No Brady Tkachuk in their lineup. Can we beat this team? I'd say yes. Could we lose to this team? Yeah, we could be swept. No real way to tell what's going to happen here. I'm not going to worry about any lineup changes. But the voodoo that might be provided here, thanks to one Robin Lehner, scares the ever-loving hell out of me. We start at home, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. Let's do this. First period, Anders Lee and Conklin with the goals. Not the ideal start. Second period, not great. Third period, can we at least get a goal? Please. Can we get a goal? Please. 5 minutes left in regulation. Power play chance. And the New York Islanders take Game 1 on the road by the score of 3-0. Not exactly what we were hoping for. I don't even care to see the 3 stars because you know who number 1's going to be. I'm going to keep the team the same for Game 2, but if we lose this, needless to say, we're going to be in quite a bit of trouble. So let's hope we have something here in Game 2. First period. We at least get a goal. Letty gets the opener. Casey Mittelstadt ties it. Center ice goal again. Second period. Mittelstadt with another one. We're up 2-1. We have a chance here. Come on. I'm not going to hype it up too much. Just get the job done. Just get the job done. Power play chance. It's killed off. Power play for the Islanders. Also killed off. We're halfway. Walker. A gigantic goal. The biggest of his career. 5.5 to go. Can we hold on? Can Walker get us the win? Yes, he can, along with some help. 3-1 final in Game 2. A strong bounce-back performance. Still advantage to the Islanders for taking a game on the road, but 2 goals for Mittelstadt, 1 for Sean Walker, and then Luukkonen with the 24-save effort. We have tied this series up, but as I said, slight advantage goes to them for taking a game on the road. Because we won, I don't exactly plan on making any lineup changes. I could. It's a risky move, but I still say our team's good enough as to where, with this setup, we should be able to win, if need be. So let's see what happens here. Game 3, already. We've been breezing through it, but why not? First period here in wherever the fuck the Islanders are going to play at this point in time in the future, and they get the opening goal. It's Oliver Wahlstrom. Not ideal. Second period. Definitely not ideal. Conklin and Wahlstrom make it 3-0. Shit. Thompson gets one back. Third period, we're down by 2. We need a strong effort here. Power play for the Islanders. That is killed off. Mittelstadt gets a goal back. We're in business. Casey Middlestat, single-handedly. Kiefer Bellows gets a goal back. That's why you don't get too excited. We're halfway through the third. We have a chance. 6 minutes left. Is Middlestat's effort all for naught? 2:01 to go. And the effort goes to waste. The Islanders take Game 3 by the score of 4-3. Damn it. What an effort from Middlestat, and it wasn't enough. The team around him just couldn't get the job done. A 3-goal effort, blame the goaltender, blame the defense. We are going to look at making a lineup change here, just out of necessity, really. Down 2-1 in this series. Edmonton up 2-1 on Anaheim. Let's find out how certain players are doing. So 6 points there. 3 for Stenlund. Stenlund's been okay. Smith, the 2 goals, so he's been okay in certain moments. 4 points for Eichel. Not exactly great. 4 points for Rubtsov. I'd still have him ahead of Eichel based on plus-minus. 5 points for Mishmash. Let's see. Tolvanen's still leading the team, I believe, at 9. Never mind. 11 points for Middlestat. 10 points for Skinner. So the new top line for sure is going to be sorted. 8 points there. So Thompson will still be ahead of Reinhardt. Larson, 7 points. Will still be ahead of Reinhardt. And then Rasmus, 9 points. I think I'm going to give the tiebreaker to Tolvanen. So it's going to be Tolvanen, Middlestat, and Skinner. Osplund, Larson, and Thompson just down to the second line. Mishmash, Rubtsov, Reinhardt. It's going to be Smith, Eichel, Stenlund on the fourth line. Jack Eichel not having a great postseason, and again, I'm going to continue to reward players who are actually playing well, as opposed to just saying, well, Eichel's a 90, I have to play him on the top line. Screw that. Top pairing has to be broken up. That third pairing's killing it again. We're going to go OEL Merkley, Fabro, and Risto. So let's give Merkley the chance. The goaltender, Luukkonen, still at a 940. He's the reason we're here this far. Again, our biggest question mark, could he live up to the challenge? He's done that well. Question is, heading into Game 4, can we tie this series up yet again? Let's find out. Can we take a game on the road? We desperately need to. First period. We do get the opening goal. It's Isaac Larson. Good stuff. Up 1-0. 14 shots to 4. A dominant effort. Second period. Casey Middlestat again. 27 shots to 7. As dominant of a performance as we have seen. But it's not over. Anything can happen. Can we hold on? 5 minutes down. Can we essentially make this a best of 3 with home ice advantage? The power play goes to waste, but we're still looking okay. 7 minutes left. Eberle gets a goal back. That's what I was afraid of. There's still way too much time. 3:44 to go. Can Luukkonen and the Sabres hold on? Late power play chance. Not enough time for the Islanders. 35 shots to 27. 2-1 on the board. We have tied this series. Leonard may have been the first star. Don't give a damn. This is a best of 3. We are tied at 2 apiece. We have life. We have life. Both series, both conference finals, currently at 2 apiece. Let's see what we can do here. Lineup changes. Don't think there are going to be any to make. I think it just comes down to, again, whether or not we can win at this point. Let's jump into it. It's Game 5. Can we get the job done? We've been struggling on home ice outside of the Toronto series. Can we do it? First period. I think Casey Middlestat wants to win the Stanley Cup in this final season. Just call it a hunch. I think Casey Middlestat really wants to win and end NHL 18 with a bang. 13 shots to 7, 2-0 on the board. Second period is scoreless, which is great news for us. They caught up in shots, 21-20. But we have the 2-0 lead still, thanks to Middlestat. Third period. Power play chance for the Islanders. 5-on-3. It goes to waste. It's looking good. Another power play chance for the Islanders also quickly goes to waste. We are halfway through the third period. Potentially 7 minutes away from having a chance to end this series in New York State somewhere. Casey Middlestat, Luukkonen. Game 6. We will have a chance to win this series. 2-0. Here in Game 5. 30 save shutout for Luukkonen. 2 points for Middlestat and Skinner. We are 1 game away from the Stanley Cup final in our final season on any series in NHL 18. We are 1 game away. Can we get the job done in Game 6? 3-2 advantage for the Oilers. As one hobo beer just brought up in chat, Middlestat hit the open market. We were able to re-sign him, and he's done what he's done for us in the regular season and now in the playoffs. We're not going to make any lineup changes. Let's do this. Game 6. Our first chance of 2 to punch our ticket to the Stanley Cup final. First period is scoreless. 9 shots to 7 in their favor. Second period is not scoreless. Sam Reinhart gets the opening goal of this game. 19 shots to 14. We are 20 minutes away. Third period. Let's go. Can we get the job done? Power play chance here for the Islanders. They have tied it. Barzal and a quick goal for Dow Cole as well. 2 goals in 29 seconds. We're halfway through the period. Jeff Skinner ties it. Come on. Come on. 5 minutes to go. We're tied at 2. Is it going to be a Game 7? Michael Dow Cole goes off. We are going to Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Final. A 1-0 lead heading into the third period. We lose it 3-2. We will have a Game 7 back home in Buffalo. The winner goes to the Cup Final, more than likely to take on Edmonton. 100% to take on Edmonton. We have to ice our best team possible. Game 7. Our second Game 7 of this postseason. It's like, again, do we base it off of who's performing the best? Do we give Jack Eichel a better opportunity, even though he really hasn't done much? I think we do, because Rubtsov slipped up a bit. Eichel up to the third line with Mishmash and Reinhart. 7 points for Reinhart isn't enough for me to bump him up. That's going to be the team leading us into this Game 7. Defensively, again, Fabro has just been so bad. I think I am going to take him out. Is there anybody in the AHL who's looking better? Tyler O'Byrne. That's who's looking better. Tyler O'Beauty. Tyler O'Beauty. Fabro, I'm sorry. But, actually, I'm not going to send you down, but I am going to leave you as a scratch. We'll drop Fitzgerald. Tyler O'Beauty's getting the chance. DeCandriff and Jesus, what's up, by the way, guys? I got to go best lines. No, best lines, please. Thank you. Fabro is going to sit for Tyler O'Byrne. Who is a lefty, which is relatively helpful. Let's do that. Larson, for the record, is Canadian. This is the team. Game 7. We beat Toronto. We somehow beat Tampa, coming back from 0-2 down. We are 1 game away. This is it. Can we get the job done? Game 7 on home ice against the Islanders. The winner plays Edmonton. There's a history, of course, of the Islanders and Oilers in the Cup final. I'd like to not see a rematch, though. First period, and we get relatively destroyed. I mean, 12-9 is not destroyed, but not ideal. Kiefer Bellows the opening goal midway through the period. Second period is scoreless. We're in a lot of trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. 27 shots to 13. And it comes down to this. Can we get back into this? Power play chance for the Islanders. It's killed off. Another power play chance for the Islanders. It's an extended power play. That's killed off. We're halfway through. 7 minutes to go. 5 minutes, make it 4. 41 shots to 19. And NHL 18 comes down to this. It comes down to this. I'll leave 20-minute periods, that's fine. Down 1-0 with 4 minutes to go. This is it. It's a terrible sign. An absolutely terrible sign to have not put up a goal at this stage on home ice in a Game 7 for numerous reasons, but just with the way this works. Is there a late goal on the cards? Tage Thompson carries in. Here's Larson. To the point, Walker, shot, deflected wide. Kept in by Brodin. Brodin steps in, shot, stopped, and covered by Leonard. 3:43 on the clock. Damn. Damn. Uncharted if we lose. Not enough time, man. This took up too much time tonight. Not enough time. I got other stuff I gotta record. Even though I'm doing this live, so imagine if I didn't do this live. Defensive zone draw, won by the Islanders. Here's Eberle. Eberle carries in, gets bumped off the puck, battling for it. He recovers. Eberle in front. Merkley intercepts it. Finds Tolvanen on the breakout. Eeli Tolvanen gets absolutely decked by Leddy. Breakout pass for Barzal. Turnover. Pulock was there. Here's Eberle again. Jordan Eberle will send it around. OEL has trouble. Barzal recovers. Larson gets it back, though. Here's Skinner for Tolvanen on the breakout. 3:10 to go. Eeli Tolvanen cuts back. Gets it to Merkley at the point. He'll send it low. Can anybody get there? Skinner recovers. Ekman Larson. Merkley. Back again. D-to-D passes. Looking for space. Quick passes from the Sabres. Merkley cutting in. Tolvanen back again. Loose puck. Barzal recovers. Leddy drops back for Pulock. Now the Islanders break out. Barzal, 2:43 to go. Eberle still out there. Cuts to the sideboards. Back in front for Barzal. Pulock and Hickey. Slap shot. Glove save by Luukkonen with 2:34 to go. Can we find this goal, or will Robin Lehner shut us out? His former team on the road in Game 7 to end NHL 18. Offensive zone draw 1. Here's Ho-Sang. Mayfield. Now Hickey has trouble. Thompson recovers. Tage Thompson. 2-on-1. Thompson's shot stopped by Lehner. He plays it out. Thompson still battling for it. Mayfield will recover. 2:17. Here's Ho-Sang. Over for Mayfield, the defenseman. Looking in. Takes the shot. Save. Bounces back to Luukkonen. He's able to cover it. 2:10 remaining. 2:10 remaining. Can we find this goal? Mishmash, Eichel, and Reinhart against Lee, Beauvillier, and Ho-Sang. Can Eichel win this draw? No, he cannot. Hickey gets hit. Beauvillier gets hit. Risto for Eichel. Tries to find the breakout pass. Reinhart recovers. Sam Reinhart will dump it in. Chase, here's Mishmash. Mismatch for Reinhart, back again. Ristolainen, slap shot from the point. Rebound goes wide. Reinhart for Brodin. Sam Reinhart steps in, takes the shot. Shoulder save from Lehner. Eichel tries to drop down. Loose puck. Hickey recovers with 1:38 to go. Dow Cole breaks across, loses it to Ristolainen. He's going to battle with it, though. Risto recovers. Brodin for Jack Eichel. 1:25 to go. Eichel turns it over to Pelech. Dowcole, now Kiefer Bellows over the blue line, back again. Michael Dowcole with space, stopped by Luukkonen. 1:15 remaining. It's not looking good. Huge save there, though, from Luukkonen to give us a chance. Is there a late winner to keep this series alive, again, in more ways than one? Smith, Rubtsov, and Stenlund out. Fourth line v. fourth line. Rubtsov wins the draw. Brodin around the back. Cannot be recovered. Komarov's there. Rubtsov finds it, though. Here's Smith. Smith will dump it in. Pelech having trouble. Around the back of the net. Pelech now recovers. 1 minute to go. Breakout here for the Islanders. Filppula looking for space. Finds Pelech. He won't be able to get a shot off. Komarov. And it's turned over. Here's Brodin. Finds Kevin Stenlund. Luukkonen into the bench. Stenlund finds Walker at the point. Here's Larson. Working it around. Walker has trouble against Komarov. And it's going to be a penalty. Leo Komarov to the box with 39.2 to go. This is it. It will be a 6-on-4 for the Sabres with seconds remaining. Leo Komarov to the box. Osplund, Larson, and Thompson are out against Bellows and Almeida. Can Larson win this draw? Yes, he can. Reinhart for Middlestat. Osplund to Thompson, and the net's off its moorings. The net's off its moorings with 35.3 to go. The top line's still out there. Technically, the second line, it's out of the zone, though. Neutral zone draw. Can Larson win it against Filppula? He can. Rasmus Osplund carries in. Osplund to the point. It's Tolvanen back again. Down low. Now Thompson. Thompson. Osplund back again. Over the one-timers blocked. Mayfield's going to be able to clear it. 18 to go. Tolvanen has trouble. 15 seconds. Middlestat has a chance. Casey Middlestat. Shot blocked. Eichel can't bury it. 6 seconds left. Tolvanen. Osplund for Eichel again. 3 seconds. In front for Middlestat. Glove save from Leonard. And the New York Islanders win back-to-back games and win this series in 7. Jack Eichel, his ultimate chance for redemption, and he is denied by Leonard. That is a tough loss to take. Jack Eichel cannot bury that final chance. We struggled to get some good opportunities at the end. This series ends on a down note, but in a way a positive note, as again, from one season we finished 28th to finishing 5th and making it to within 1 game of the Stanley Cup final. We turned this team around without being overly cheap, as quickly as I was hoping to do so. But unfortunately, Jack Eichel won't go down as a legend for us in NHL 18. As again, in the USA series, our #1 pick, he faltered. And then right here at the end, not this chance, but the chance before it. This was Eichel's opportunity as Mayfield blocks that shot. And right here, Eichel cannot beat Robin Leonard. A kick save. That was his chance. His chance to be the hero. And he could not do so. Luukkonen was the first star. He gave us every opportunity to win. And again, we just couldn't get it done. One hell of an effort. And, you know, in a real-life scenario, you'd say that the matchups against Toronto and Tampa took too much out of us. Still a very disappointing way to end this after it looked to be our year after beating Tampa. Seemed like we had a real chance, but it just did not happen. As Middlestat did everything he could. Skinner was great. Tolvanen was great. I mean, you can look here and see, okay, who really disappointed? And I mean, Reinhart, 7 points in 16 games. Eichel disappointed. And then the big names to have really disappointed. I mean, defensively, we didn't do much in terms of points, but Vesalainen, Velarde, Fabro, extremely disappointed in those three, but all younger players that if we were to continue this could do well. And I think Luukkonen really did prove himself. He was the big question mark, the .911 save percentage heading into the playoffs. Finishes with a .943 and 2 shutouts, a .175 GAA. He gave us a chance, but, yeah. Just wasn't enough. Just wasn't our year, puppy dog. Just wasn't our year. We will go ahead and sim to see who ends up winning the cup. We'll take a look at the awards, and then that will be it for this video on the YouTube side, for the stream for tonight. As Edmonton ends up winning the cup, and Laval, who ended up beating Rochester in the first round, they end up winning the Calder Cup. So, damn. Award-wise, Edmonton wins it, as mentioned. Dallas won the President's Trophy. Kucherov, the Art Ross, and the Hart. The Norris to Dougie Hamilton. We had a chance. He declined. 2-time now Norris Trophy winner. Lady Bing to Kessel. The Calder actually went to Wallstrom. Conn Smythe to McDavid. Ottinger the Vezina. Fleury to Jennings. Masterton to Santini. Selke to Crosby. Ted Lindsay to Kucherov. And the Rocket Richard, yet again, to Casey Middlestat. Smith actually put up the most points in the AHL. Kessler was league MVP. Gusev the most goals. Morrow was the rookie. Coughlin, defenseman of the year. Shestyorkin, the goaltender of the year. He's an 84 in the AHL. That's fair. That's unrealistic, Calgary. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. Primo was the MVP of the playoffs. With that, we officially say goodbye. We officially say goodbye to NHL 18. As crazy as that is, but that is it. You have this video combined with the video that we have out talking about the Hall of Fame. Yeah, make sure you vote in that, by the way. It's up on the channel now. With that, we are done with NHL 18. It was almost a miracle to end it. It was almost a miracle. Not quite the Hartford level miracle that we were hoping for, but again, for a series where the goal is to, you know, with it being on short notice, with the series goal of us making the team better than what we started with, we achieved that in spades, and the majority of this core would be staying anyway, so we're in a good spot. But that is it. Again, NHL 19 on the horizon, pretty much here. Once the EA Access trial is out, as of the 6th, which, I mean, right now it's the 4th, it's close. It's close. And I'm ready to go for NHL 19. But NHL 18, it was a hell of a year. I salute you, at least franchise mode. Ultimate Team sucked. It's a good way to end it. It was a good way to end it. A marathon of a really an episode on the YouTube side of things. Again, this is going to take forever to render. I'm going to have to do it while I'm sleeping, because otherwise it's just going to be a massive pain in the ass. But we are done here. On the Twitch side of things, hold on, but on the YouTube side of things, again, just to end this, thank you for watching, for supporting this series, all the other series. I do thank you. NHL 18 was a great year for me in more ways than one on multiple different platforms. So I thank you guys for that. Whether on Twitch, you know, whether with Twitch and it being the Hunt for Rumble, on this, the Hartford series, Goon Squad, and Frederick McDonough. Again, it's been one hell of a year. One last goodbye from the doggo who knows that we're ending things. Huh? You want to go for a late night walk? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So on the YouTube side of things, again, thank you guys. I do thank you oh so much. And, yeah, you know the deal. Support the video, support the channel, and I'll see you in NHL 19.